How about now? You still can't hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay, I think you having technical
I
difficulties.
think it was me. No, seriously, I think I was me.
Yeah, no, because I was like, okay, well, what's going on, Shonda? What's going on?
Hey, Miss Piggy.
Hey, Miss Piggy.
Don't say it like that.
Ooh, thank you. I say it like what?
So listen, you gotta make sure you put down the put make sure you send it. Miss Wanda. Hey, Miss Wanda. Jeannie. Hey. Zogi says she can hear us both. So Biz,
Yeah.
make sure you send out the link so everybody can come on. Did you introduce thing? Shonda, didn't nobody ask you, Shonda? Did nobody ask you, girl?
So give me 1 second, guys, so I can send out the link for you guys.
Biz, what we talking about? Big sent me over some really good topics. One of the topics he sent over, he said sex was the 4-letter word.
Yes. So, and that's one thing that we'll get into one of these times for us to talk about that. I think that that's one of the things nowadays that for some reason people have made sex or the word sex, they made it such a bad thing. And I just don't think it's a real bad thing. And what was the next one, Joy? It was so one day we'll get.
Um, you I don't know. You had sent me like 3 really good show ideas. I
Oh,
know
and
for me, the
what?
one that I thought was gonna be the best one. Well, not the best one, but the one that I thought
Oh,
would
it's
really
everything.
get.
I
So,
I
Biggs, tell
hold
the
on.
people,
I just
kind
got to
of tell the
compare.
people what our goal is with our weekly topics, because I don't want people to think that. First of all, Biggs and I love each other very much. We are very close,
Hmm.
and we are learning how to have really good conversations and have really good dialect without them turning into arguments and
That's
without each
that's
other's, huh?
that's the goal.
The goal. The goal is for us to have challenging conversations that stretch us, that grow us, that causes us both to learn from each other, that causes us both to see different perspectives and point of views.
Yeah.
And
And invoke thought. I mean, is
yes,
invoking thought in not only just from ourselves, but in other people, because we again, it was one of the things that we wanted to know, not just our perspective. I think it was born of us. We had these heated conversations all the time, and it
hmm
was born of like, well, I feel like I'm right, or she feels like she's right, or we have a difference of point of view, and we were always like, I wonder what people would say, or who tends to agree with her, or who would tend to agree with me, or where's the middle ground and things like that.
would it cross genders?
Exactly.
Would it just be that women would agree with women, or would some of the ladies agree with you, or would some of the men agree with me? And that's originally kind of was the idea of civil rivalry, which is
Exactly.
also going to be our channel that we come together and do. So right now we're working towards growing my channel and growing Biggs's channel as individuals, and then we're definitely going to be having our podcast. Our podcast is called Civil Rivalry. So basically, it's like a double conundrum. It's civil, but it's rivalry, because we're going to be talking about those conversations that are difficult, but that are thought evoking and provoking. Is that correct, Chad? Tell me if I'm wrong.
Nope, you're right. You're absolutely right.
So that's kind of the goal of these conversations, and it's going to be debates. And I really believe that's right, Jeannie. Is healthy
Surprise.
debating. healthy debating. And I
Yeah.
think that we can learn from each other, and I'm really super excited about it. And so, I wanted to talk about this topic because I think this is a really huge topic, and that is Big said, can
Can
should what was how did
the
you say it
topic? So
at
the thing
first?
is like, so one, there's a couple of things in this. So one is, can men and women just be friends, and
Platonic.
and platonically just be friends, not have any type of sexual anything, and then even more so, can people that are in relationships or married be friends with the opposite sex while in those relationships,
Yes.
and it just be friends?
Yes. That was the part that I added to it because in my opinion, no. But you know what I thought about Biggs while when I got off the phone with you? You
Mm,
know what I thought about? I thought about Mama and Uncle Tim.
yep, they were. And so if you guys would know, my mom was a minister and a musician. First she was a musician, and then well, I wouldn't say that, I guess. She was a
Mama was a
musician
musician, a
and
minister,
a
and a
minister.
nurse.
Yes. And so she traveled all over the world ministering. Well, not only did she have like, she had a lot of friends, and a lot of her friends were men who
Most
had
of
not,
majority of
most of
her
them were
friends
men, and
were
they were
men.
pastors who had not only
Oh
Tim,
God, look at
Elder
Willie.
Brown,
Elder Brown. Oh my God, I just
Elder,
thought about that.
who not only did, and then
Yeah.
in these relationships, my mother actually played an intricate part of their
Them meeting their
marriage,
spouse.
either meeting the spouse or
Yeah.
rekindling the relationship, because there's some of her friends actually wind up separating, and she would bring them back together.
Yeah.
So Ronnie, we got Ronnie. Ronnie, you ready? All right, so we're gonna bring on Ronnie. Hey Ronnie.
Hi.
Listen,
How's it
first of all,
going?
Ronnie,
Yeah.
you and your husband are so funny, man.
You think so?
I, I love watching you guys. If you guys didn't know, Ronnie, Ronnie's husband, it's your husband that has or you guys have it together.
So John started a landscaping channel because when he goes out, he and his son, they're going to be out there cutting up because it's crazy when they're out on the road. So he has the landscaping one that he does, where he's going to give tips about landscaping and planting and things like that. And then we have
Mhm.
ours together that we just do when we're on the road out
Oh, okay.
cutting up and all that kind of stuff. So yeah.
I didn't even realize I was watching two different channels. I thought I was watching.
Yeah. Yeah, but John is a trip, so I gotta share him
So
with the
funny.
world because he's a nut. So yeah,
So funny.
we have fun. So yeah,
Yes, I just
So
want
you got
everybody you guys
now,
support.
Ronnie. I didn't know you had a YouTube.
Mhm.
yeah. I started not too long ago. We used to just do videos when we would go out long before the COVID thing and a couple years ago, and I would post it on Facebook, and everybody thought it was funny and stuff like that. And I never was going to go any further with it. But then John said when we started watching YouTube, he said, "Why don't we just create a YouTube channel?" So I thought, why
Exactly.
not?
Why not? I
Why
enjoy
not?
you guys. Matter of
So
fact, I kind of got inspired by watching some of you guys when you guys would travel and drive,
hmm
and you were showing the driving. I like this. I like watching people drive and travel and things like that. And
yeah, it's
I've done a couple of the ride with me videos, and sometimes they didn't do that great. So I was like, I don't know. I wasn't really sure if I was going to continue doing them, but
mhm.
I got inspired to do them again just watching you guys. And then a lot of people say they really like the ride with me videos.
Oh, that's all. Thank you. Yeah, I love you guys when you do the ride
Biggs,
with me
I'm going to
videos
go
because
warm up my food. I'll be back.
Yeah, I'm sorry guys. I am eating. I haven't really eaten anything all day but a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, which is okay because your boy down like 30 pounds. Listen, sometimes stress, the struggle, look, come through struggle, come through stress and illness, sickness and stuff. You don't want to lose weight that way, but I'm telling you, when
But it
things start,
happened.
hey, when the smoke clears and things start getting better, things are getting better, and you hit the scale and you be like, oh shit, oh. Look, yo, your boy cute. I might have to change my name to Fine Fat Boy.
Oh my
So I
God.
am eating. I am getting eating something, you guys. So you guys, welcome to snack. Snacking them if you got them. I don't smoke, so
How's your wife feeling? Is she feeling any better?
it's doing a lot better. A lot
Good,
better.
good, good, good.
Yep. Listen, I got so bad, so I went and got another COVID test because I was scared. Look, and the thing is, like you see, guys, when you guys see us, I
Hmm.
pretty much film every time that we go out.
Right.
So when we're out and about. I'm typically filming, so you guys see when we're going out and what we're
Hmm.
doing. So we're not like typically because I already have health conditions. I typically like will stay in the car unless we're going out to eat or if we're going to somewhere and we're going. But if she likes to just go shopping, if
Hmm.
it's not really necessary for me to put myself at risk or whatever, even just a minimum amount of risk, because she wears, we both wear a mask and everything. We use sanitizer, all of that stuff. She just goes. And but I was just like, man, I know we haven't really been anywhere. We've been inside, but I'm telling you, like I was feeling so bad, and I was like, let me just go see just in case. And I did. That's a whole nother story. I got to tell you guys about that. Maybe a story time. But thankfully, yeah, still COVID free. Thank God. But I was wondering for a moment because I was like, I was feeling like, listen, hot fried yet.
Wow.
Man, but she's doing a lot better. So we're getting there. We're getting
That's good. That's good.
there. And so forgive me, guys, because I'm so used to being in Joy's live and chatting with you guys. So I'm like, even though I know now I could actually just talk to you guys, I'm sitting up here trying to chat um, manually and talk at the same time. So sometimes my brain has to catch up with what I'm doing. Jeannie said, Joy, sing, come on in. Jeannie, next time I'm going to sing. I'm Mary Ann.
Me?
What's going Silk. What's going, Silk? What is the polka dots? Is that polka dots or
No,
lips?
this is lips.
What? Okay, I'm not. Just sit down. Sat down.
Listen,
What up?
is it okay if I take my wig off?
Oh, that's a wig. Yes. Look, be you, dog. It's look. We uncut. Get frilly.
Okay.
Get comfortable. Now, don't come back with no clothes on. No, just keep the lips on. Take the wig off. I thought that was her hair, y'all. I didn't know. I look. I was like, oh, I like your hair. Look, I like your little dude. Okay, I thought. I mean, cause she don't y'all say nothing. Don't nobody say nothing. I thought. Listen, I thought that because Joy actually has longer hair. I know she cut it because she went natural, but like my mom had really long hair down her back, but it draws up and it wears really tight. So I thought maybe she had kind of like just brushed it out and done a little. Oh, okay. Well, I see.
Look at her.
That's a nice wig, though. What's going on, Diana? Honey's doing better, guys. Thank you so much. Joy Steffi. Lita, Cotton Candy. Cat, what's going on, Cat? Cat, I don't remember you. Cat B, a taste of me more. A taste of me more says it depends on the understanding between the husband and wife. So let's get into it. All right, so let's get into it. So, oh my God, wait a minute. Cicely Tyson died?
Yeah, I just heard that.
Kat, are you sure? Did Cicely? What's going on, lovely flower? Sexy BBW. Six. Wait a minute. Did Cicely Tyson really die? Is that official?
It's all over the internet.
My lord. I'm sorry. I love Cicely Tyson.
Me too.
Listen, listen. She's for me. She is one of our iconic legends. Like in theater and in movies, I feel like she is one of those unsung heroes. She has brought black people, black women so far. Um, and I don't think that she gets the credit that she really deserves
Who we
or the
talking about?
accolades. Cicely Tyson, she said, Kat said Cicely Tyson died.
Yeah, I know. Why everybody keep wanting to talk about that?
She just said rest in peace, and it just hit me because I didn't know that.
Oh yeah.
Wow. I had no idea. All right, well, let's get into it. So
I'm back.
basically, this is something that Joe and I have had conversations about all the time. When before I got married, most of my friends, I had a few guy friends, but majority of my friends were women. Some of them I had previous relationships with, and we just wind up, we figured out, hey, we're just better off friends, and we still remain friends. Um, I don't think there's too many people that I ever dated and didn't, you know, leave in a decent fashion. Um, so when my wife and I we started dating, one of my MO is like, hey, I have lady friends or I'm dating other people. I'm very upfront and honest. I let her know everything. I let her know who my close friends were that were female. So she knew everything ahead of time when we first met. Now, I did get in trouble. I'm going to tell you guys what I did. Don't judge me, but this is what I did.
Don't judge me, judge your mama.
Why you always talking about somebody, mama? So what I
You
did
have to
was,
tell them, bitch. You gotta tell them. Don't judge you, judge their mama.
mm-mm. I don't talk about people mamas because I don't play about nobody talking about my mama because I'll kill you. Um, so what I did is y'all gonna think I'm a dirty. Y'all gonna think, well, that Biggs ain't no good nigga. Listen, my friend and my
Ooh,
friend
I'm
was
so
married.
glad we on your channel. Yes, talk about it, bitch.
My friend was married, but her husband knew me. She and I have been friends for a long time, and we worked together. We hung out together. We even attended church sometimes together. So she and I always went to the movies together because we both are big movie buffs. We love movies.
You talking about
Don't say no names.
oh,
We talking to who?
she got a son
Mm-hmm.
and he big, but he don't know it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes. Start with an E.
Um.
Is that who you talking about?
Yes.
Okay. So what you want to say?
I ain't
Because I
saying
know you
nothing,
got some.
Chad. Chad, I ain't saying nothing about your skeletons. You talk about your own skeletons.
No, you listen. If I bring it up, you're more than welcome to talk about it. But I'm gonna like tell the truth though.
Oh, so I'm a liar?
No, but you be fibbing. No, sometimes your truth is not my truth, and people can read into that, explain it. I can't explain it. Sometimes you think what you think is true is not necessarily true, but it's not that you're lying. Well, me and this lady, we hang out all the time. We go out to
That
dinner.
was a woman.
Lady, woman, what's the difference? I didn't say me and this girl. Me and this person. No, wait, not no. Me and this woman. We hung out. We went to the movies. I'm trying to paint a picture for you. We spent a lot of time together. Um, and so I knew her kids. Her kids knew me. They were very comfortable with me. And sometimes I would be at her home. I would go to her house, eat dinner, and hang out there.
Big, can you get to the point? I mean, it's Christmas.
Shut up. Oh, listen. One time I went out. It was like around 10 o'clock. I went to her house. We watched movies, and we were having just a late. It wound up being a late night, but we're used to hanging out late. So we went out. I was there at her house, and it was like about. I had let my girlfriend at the time, wasn't my wife yet, let her know that although I think we were living together, let her know that hey, I'm going to be out in Lakeland, and I'm going to go and see so and so, spend some time there, watch a movie, and I'll be back later. Well, typically, if I'm going from Orlando to Lakeland, I go to Lakeland. I spend all day in Lakeland, and so I don't come back until late, usually later at night. Well, I wind up. I think I kind of like. I don't know if I fell asleep or I just kind of like we were just hanging out. We were talking. I'm there with her and her kids, and it was like I left her house maybe about 10 o'clock at night. Um, so it was about 10 o'clock at night. So my wife called me and was very upset. Where the hell are you? It's late. I'm like, I'm at my friend's house. Why are you at another woman's house at this time of night? I'm thinking really honestly, Shonda's here. Shonda, you ready? All right. So I'm thinking this is just my friend. I didn't really think anything of it. I was really not aloof, but I don't know, I wasn't cognizant of what was going on. Why are you looking like this?
I'm just waiting for you to get through your part of the story so I can tell my lies or my truth of my opinion of the story.
So that was the story. That was the thing. I was there at her house. It was 10. I left her house about 10:30, 11 o'clock. And I was at another woman's house.
Okay, so now let me tell the truth about what happened. So first of all, let me give y'all some of the groundwork and the foundation and the necessary information that you need to assess this story.
No.
First of all, this hoe that he talking about, okay, is built like I hear feedback. I need to make sure there's no feedback because I'm gonna read.
Oh Lord.
I'm gonna read like the public library.
There's no feedback here.
I was muted. Could you still hear me?
I can hear you. This woman that he's talking about is built like Kim Kardashian West, first of all. Second of all, she is a very sensual person.
What does that have to do with it? What does her looks have to do with it? No, okay, go ahead.
So she's built like Kim Kardashian West, first of all. Second of all, her husband and her were not on good terms. Third of all, her husband and her kids that he's talking about are not 3 or 4. Her kids drives a Mercedes and is like 25 years old and thinks that he's DJ Khaled. Now. So we're not talking. When he said, "Oh, I'm hanging out with her and her kids." No, her child is a grown ass man.
She had younger kids also. She has younger kids as well.
And she is a very sensual person. Like everything about her is very sexual.
What does that mean? Everything about her is sexual. Now you were the one who said that you can be whatever, and like people shouldn't objectify you. Now are you objectifying her?
I'm not objectifying.
Because of the way she looks.
Listen, I'm a flirt. I'm a huge flirt. I'm very charismatic my personality, I can be perceived as being a flirt. That's just a part. People say to me, Joy, why are you flirting?
I can be perceived the same way.
In my mind, I'm not flirting in my mind. But the way that I am when I'm around people, I'm very charismatic, and people interpret that as flirting.
Okay. I get that a lot.
So, the truth is the truth. This person is a very sexual person. They're not, now this person that you're talking about, I actually feel empathy for this person. Because I've had conversations with this person, and this person told me that they feel like, I'm not going to share that because let's just say this person is not a bad person.
No.
They're not a bad person at all. But they're the type of woman that you do not leave alone with your man.
No. Wait. Whoa. Hold on. Because for you to say that, then you're insinuating that she's a loose woman,
No,
or that you
I'm
can't
not.
trust her.
To you, that's how you interpret it. But to other women, they know what I'm talking about. I'm not
So wait a
saying
minute.
she's a
If
bad
you should,
person.
if I'm a
I'm
man,
not saying she's sensual. I mean, I'm not saying she's slutty, but she is the type of person that you would not, if she cleaned your house, everybody, including the dog, got to get the hell out. While she there cleaning,
listen.
she gonna have to clean the house by her damn self.
But listen, what does that have to do with? Okay, yes, she was beautiful. She was very shapely. She's Spanish. Yes, she was.
Now what does her being Spanish have to do with anything? You can be.
I'm
I
just saying
never once
shapely.
said her race. It was not necessary to say her race. She's
I'm
a
just saying.
woman, and she's very shapely. That's it.
But the
You
thing
don't
is,
need
the
to know her
what? Okay,
race.
so wait a minute. So if she was like all homely and ugly, or not attractive, then it would be different. It would be okay.
I wouldn't trust that bitch either.
So then don't make it no. I just can't stand when people make it about like, oh, well, you can't trust you can't trust her with your husband. No, if you can't trust your husband, you can't trust your husband.
I never
That
said that, and you thought you pulling off of what the basis of what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that that from your wife's point of view, I know her. Your wife don't know her. I know her. But from your wife's point of view, you're going over to somebody who's very attractive, who, if you could be with her, she would let you, who is vulnerable because she's going through a situation with her husband where her husband is not treating her right. And she's very physically attractive. And everything about her is very sensual. She's just a very sensual person. She wears heels every day, skirts every day. You know,
so
she
how does that
always
make her?
wears makeup.
Let me
She's
look up
very
sensual because
sensual.
to me, sensual is not a state of mind. I mean, sensual is not just a state of like, oh, I'm sensual because I wear heels. To me, sensual is a state of action. Sensual is an action word to me. It's not a subject to me or a noun. To me, it's like, okay, if you're sensual, that means that you're very sexual in nature, or you're very like, very touchy feely, or you're very being erotic, or things like that. Like, it doesn't mean like just because you wear heels and skirts and you dress like very dainty, or you dress not even provocatively. You dress as a woman. How does that make you sensual?
The
I mean,
way
I
that
understand. I get what you're saying. I just
I'm
I
not
just
going to
tend to
debate. I'm
disagree.
not going to debate all of that. The point of the matter is, period. I have worked with her. She and I work together. And let me just give you an example. Every single year, at the end of the fiscal year, my job, I used to work for Bacardi. And I was an accountant for Bacardi. During the fourth quarter was very busy for us. So we could not have any kind of parties during December, basically from October through December. We didn't have no time off. We didn't have no parties. We didn't do anything. It was very, very busy for us. So at the end of our fiscal year, which would be around this time, usually around the first week of February, we would have a Christmas party.
Mm-hmm.
At this party, it was notorious that, Tab, what are you doing? What is that?
That is not me. That's not me.
Okay. At this Christmas party, it was notorious for people to sleep around and get drunk. Because listen, we work for Bacardi. Our whole culture was built around alcohol. So at this party, it was notorious for people to be hooking up. That's what the party was known for. And we would have karaoke, we would have dancing and singing and all of that. So this particular person, this was our basically our project manager. So the highest level of our project manager and director, which was basically the highest level of management that you could be. He was married with children, but he literally made a rule just because he didn't want his wife to come. He made it a rule that you were not allowed to bring your spouse to the Christmas party. Mm-hmm. Because he didn't want to bring his wife. Because he was known for sleeping around.
A lot of people in corporate, they do that.
So this person that Biggs is talking about was a big accountant as well. And
I feel like we're putting out way too much information about this person. But go ahead.
We were all dancing, okay? And someone had to go get her off of Bill because he was taking her dancing the wrong way. It wasn't because she was trying to do anything. That was just the way she was carrying herself. He was just doing too much. He was drunk and he started to get very touchy-feely with her. And she didn't understand why. All she was doing was dancing, but it was the way that she carried herself that made it come across that she was being more flirtatious than she was.
I just disagree. I think someone can carry themselves in a promiscuous way, and so if you're carrying yourself promiscuously, you can come across promiscuously. I don't think she carried herself. I mean, I don't know how she was at work then, but I know she was always been rather shy, and then she did come out of her shell a lot.
I don't know.
Anyway,
I don't think that you understand the point that I'm trying to make. I'm not saying she's
the
promiscuous.
She
is very sensual. She is sensual. I mean, there's just women that you see that no matter what they do, whether they.
I think you're basically just trying to say she's sexy. She's sexy.
No, I'm not trying to say she's sexy because I don't find her attractive.
You don't have to find her attractive to say she's sexy.
Yes, you do. I don't find her sexy. I find her sensual.
Okay.
And women know what I'm talking about. You just don't.
I don't.
Ronnie, do you know what I'm talking about?
I know exactly what you're talking about. And Biggs, you cannot be that aloof. I think we had this conversation
No,
last time. I
listen.
was saying that I had a friend and he was coming off in a sexual way towards me that I didn't feel that way towards him. And it bothered my husband. And I told him I couldn't be friends with him anymore. So let's put the shoe on the other foot. Let's say your wife had a friend and she was hanging out with him
Mhm.
after hours or whatever, and it was just friendship. Would you be okay with her doing that with the shoe on the other foot? Would that be okay with you?
So my thing is that this is where I differ, Ronnie, and this is my honest opinion. If it was a new friend, like I know, like I can't just haul off and just you know, I mean, things are kind of lines are like kind of blurred and a little different now that we both have been doing social media and we've done social media and things like that. Can I kick it? My girl, can I kick it? What's going on? I think sometimes when women control whether or not the friendship will stay just that, because a lot of times men will try you and we have to maintain the boundaries. That's true. I believe that. But my thing is that when my emphasis is that when I met my wife, I let her know, hey, this person is someone that I spend a lot of time with. This is the dynamic of our relationship. It's important to me, and this is, you know, what goes on.
But at the beginning of my relationship with you, I don't like you like that, so I don't give a damn what you do.
Okay, but then you have to say that though. My point is that men like people, men and women don't communicate the way that they should. Oftentimes you say one thing, but in your heart you're totally mean something different. Or you're saying like, oh yeah, I'm fine with that. Oh, that's cool, because you don't want to show, you want to save face, or you have like this bravado or something about you that you
Or
don't want to.
sometimes you let a nigga take an inch and a nigga takes a mile and stays to 12 midnight at a central bitch's house. Sometimes that's what happens. Sometimes you let a nigga know, like, hey, I don't mind you having friends. Then when you play with a dog, they gonna lick you in the face.
Now that is one of my mom's old sayings.
If you play with a dog, it's gonna lick you in the face, girl.
Listen,
Period.
to
My
answer
mama
your
always
question, Ronnie,
said that.
to
Now,
answer your question, if it was a guy that she knew ahead of time and had made preferences, say, hey, this is my guy friend, we're strictly just friends, nothing's going on, I have to trust that until something leads me, or you give me something to feel otherwise. I trust that. I trust you. Yeah. Now, no, 12 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night. That wasn't something that I made a habit of doing, but I did do it, and I had to come
but
correct
you
you
should have
for
never
that.
did it in the first place. And if I would have told you no friends with opposite attracts and all that shit, then it would never happen.
Well, I know you.
Because you would have came home and all your shit would have been out the door.
Wow.
And you can go back to that central bitch's house and see if she got a place for you to stay with her, you and her and DJ Khaled and her cat and all them kids. All y'all can be over there.
I mean, if, if I need to stay there, I could have.
Well, then come get your shit. It'll be out the door, and you can take it over there with you and her central Spanish ass.
Yeah, there you go.
My thing is, I respect boundaries. If you
Yeah, see.
put that boundary, now beforehand, we hadn't talked about that. Yeah, that's one of those unspoken things, probably. I probably know that, oh, I shouldn't be at another woman's house at 10 o'clock at night. I wasn't thinking, I didn't mean for it to get that late, but it did. And so when she set that boundary, I adhered to it.
No, but before that, let me tell you what's gonna happen. This is what's gonna happen. You got this bitch that you're gonna be telling all our business to, because what's gonna happen is you and I gonna fall out and we're gonna get into an argument. And as soon as we get into an argument, you're gonna be on the phone with that bitch talking about, oh, and she gonna call you and be like, what's wrong, Biggs? What's wrong, teddy bear? You're not smiling. What happened? Oh, this, my wife. Oh, well, see, that bitch don't love you. She don't love you. She ain't gonna do you like she don't do you right. You such a good man. You could do better than her. If you was my nigga, I'll be washing your feet and washing your drawers and
What's
I'll
going
be
on,
licking your
man?
toes. And all you got to do is let her go. Because as soon as you let
I
her
need
go,
you, bro.
then I'll be right there for you. I'll be loving on you. And then the next thing you know, not his friend, the whole time she been manipulating your dumb ass because she already knew from the beginning that she wanted to be with you, and she was just waiting for her opportunity to slide in.
Has this happened to you before?
I'm just saying, it's a scenario.
That's not. Listen, that's a scenario. But what about? So you don't think guys are the same? Guys can be the same way. See, my point. Wait. My point is not that it's a woman or a man. It's a person.
No, a woman is different. If a woman has a good man, God himself can't pluck that man out of her hands.
That's not true.
Yes, it is.
I've been a good man. And I have been
plucked. But that's if the woman is a good woman. Now, if you choose a harlot, then you get what you get. Hello?
Screw you.
Now, I
just know
no housewife.
If somebody husband at my house that time of night, it ain't all the way right. I'm gonna just tell you.
Why not? We just watching movies, bro. We just watching movies.
Girl, let me tell you, if your husband's at my house that time of night, because as a grown woman who's respecting their relationship, I wouldn't have nobody husband over here that time of night.
Hello?
Okay,
unless I'm with that bullshit.
If you was at my Biggs, how many times have you been at my house and it's gotten late and I've woken you up and I said, Biggs, did you call your wife? How many times have that happened? That I said to you, Biggs, it's getting late. Does she know? Did you call? Did you talk tonight? You need to call her. I will wake you up. And I'm your sister. So if you're a man and you're my friend and I know you have a wife, I wouldn't even let you be at my house past 9 o'clock. Unless I was trying to get some. Or give you some.
That's being messy. That's being messy. If I let your husband hang out that time of night, that's messy.
Ain't nothing open that time of night but legs and hotels.
And White Castle.
Hey, Ronnie's husband.
Really,
hey,
Ronnie's husband?
How you doing?
Good.
Ronnie, you would like to tell him?
I'm going to get into this conversation with you just because I can speak from personal experience. Mm-hmm. I don't have a problem as far as if Ronnie has a male friend. What I got a problem with is when they overstep the line, when they basically go into your kind of like sexual innuendos and stuff like
overtones.
That. Because when that happens, I'm going to break your knees.
By right, you wouldn't be wrong. You would not be wrong.
Your knees gonna be like this.
That's the way I am. See, it's okay, and it's like I'm not the jealous type where if you're a woman and you got a male friend, but come on, man, if you're gonna turn around and start insinuating things, literally almost coming out and saying them, you're gonna miss a limb by the time you meet me, or after you meet me.
Look, you might not even meet me because you won't even see me coming. Because exactly. I got to get you, and I ain't gonna play, and I don't play fair because I'm too big. I'm not fast. I got to get you however I got to get you. So you probably ain't even gonna see me. I'm too old to fight anymore. I used to love to fight when I was younger. I don't fight no more. That's why I'm very peaceful. I'm very easygoing. People might think I'm too nice, but no, I will kill you because I don't fight. I don't have it in me. I ain't tussling with nobody. I ain't tussling.
And me and Ronnie talked about this to me, if somebody knows you're in a relationship and they do that, that's a sign of disrespect. I can deal with a
Exactly.
lot of things, but
Now,
disrespect, you're not going to do it to me, and you're not going to do it to anybody who I know.
Right.
So, like I said,
or
that's
care
the
about.
whole issue with that.
Now see that I respect, because if there's a boundary, now that had nothing to do with necessarily do with Ronnie. Ronnie was trustful, she maintained in her place. Now, if the other guy overstepped his boundary, then absolutely you got to get in his ass.
Mhm.
Now, my thing is like, if my wife, she had a friend, as long as that friend maintains his boundary, even my friend's husband, even if they weren't on great terms or whatever it was, I always maintain my boundary. Even if my friend, and I don't say that about her. Is that you? Oh, I don't know who's got the music. Even at that time, we never crossed our boundaries, and even her kids trusted her with me because they knew, hey, Chaz is a good dude. Whether if we had chemistry or anything in between us, I would never cross that. I didn't cross it when I was single. I wouldn't cross. Definitely ain't gonna cross it when I'm with someone. So that's
But
my
Biggs,
But
that's you. Remember,
yeah, but
wait a minute. Remember what you always tell me. We're talking about society as a whole. What
okay.
people have the propensity to do in society as a whole. You always tell me,
Everyone.
we're not talking about you. We're not talking about Ronnie.
I
We're
feel
not
like
talking about Shonda. We're talking about men and women. Women, I'm as a society based on women
in general, okay.
in general, okay, women are going to befriend you, and if it takes 2 years, if it takes 4 years, they're going to they will do what they need to do to get a way in. And they're going to
Okay.
sit there, and there are men that will play their position that way as well. Women, to me, in my opinion, are more apt to do it. But if I allow you as a man to come to my house and stay to my house until midnight, and I
and
know
I
you
know you
have
got
a
a
right,
wife.
my intentions are, even if I don't want you, my
Mm-hmm.
intentions might not even be to do it to you, it's to do it to your wife.
Mm.
Because that's how women think.
Whoa, I never said hoes don't never know their place. Who said that?
Me.
I'm just telling you. No.
No, but you know what, Biggs? Let me tell you something. Grown women know better than that. Her letting you hang out that late, she know better than that. She know what she doing. If I let somebody's husband hang out over here past a certain time, I know that that's not cool. And evidently that's me being disrespectful to your wife on purpose because I don't care. And
Okay. I hear
let me tell you, we know what we doing, okay? Most of us we be on some bullshit sometimes. And that don't mean I want to do you. That don't mean I'm trying to even take you from her. But we know that ain't right. So when she let you,
I'm listening.
it was
I agree.
wrong.
I don't have an opinion yet.
I agree
Because
Just listening.
it could be that that woman just don't care about your wife. She don't care about your significant other. She just cares about your relationship with her. I absolutely I agree. That's absolutely valid.
And
and that also
a woman will
means
do something. A woman can do something just to send another bitch a message, just to be like,
yep.
she can be petty enough to be like, "Oh,
See,
you see, I'm controlling this. You ain't controlling this. You the wife,
us men,
but
us
he's
men are not like that. See, that's why I say women are so much. They talk about men are dogs and this and that. Women are diabolical. Y'all are so devious. I have had two women, and these are things as a young man that I found out that women don't care nothing about men. Y'all really don't give a shit about us. It's about y'all. It's a thing that you guys do to each other. I had two women fight over me that I didn't have. I ain't never had shit with either one of them, but literally almost got into a fist fight about who was going to sit by me, and it was about dominance. It had nothing to do with me. Neither one of them wanted me. I ain't never had. Neither one of them had ever done anything for me, but literally had almost a fist fight over who was sitting by me. One can bitch. Can you get up? That was my seat. I was sitting by Chaz. I'm like, I'll get up. You can have this chair. No, I want that chair. I'm like, so it's a thing with you all, but I don't feel like guys tell me, I don't feel like men are like that. We are very simple creatures.
Girl, I will hold your husband over here till 5 in the morning. I'll let that nigga go to sleep just for GP.
Sean.
You see, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
And she can think what she want to. I ain't gonna say nothing. Because you her husband. I'm not married to her, you are.
But wait a minute, how is that being my friend? If me and you cool.
Because as long as I'm getting my way, it don't matter. And you so goofy and don't know nothing, you'll be back the next time. And you and your wife over there falling out about the shit. And I'm sitting over here giggling.
You see, guys, this is why we have to stick together.
No, you don't.
Listen, women are diabolical. I'm telling you.
I won't even touch him. I feed him, let him go to sleep. And when his phone ring, I silence that shit just for GP.
Wow.
I mean, if I'm letting a man stay at my house that time of night, evidently I want some company.
Wow.
And then you let it get that late, so you sending me the signal that it's cool.
Yes, Nella. This was like years ago. Matter of fact, it's mute because me and this girl don't even talk anymore like that. Look, she's great with her
it
husband.
goes to my whole point. My whole point is that I personally don't want to date a man that has a lot of female friends. And I honestly, I'm just gonna be honest.
Okay.
I have a friend. I have two male friends. One male friend that's gay and one male friend that is not gay that I've been friends with before Chris.
But what if Chris had a problem? Well, go ahead, finish your statement. I'm sorry.
Well, our relationships are not as close as they were.
Between you and the guy? Because of Chris. Okay.
Because I felt like Chris would never see. Chris is never gonna come out and say, I don't like that friendship. He would just get an attitude every time I would talk to the person. Yeah. And then it would cause like there would be tension.
You told me you didn't like it.
There would be tension about it. You know, so I'm not gonna stop being friends with my friend, but
listen, Stephanie, at first, do you really mean like what does that mean? Because at first I thought you were white, but Stephanie Anderson is black, right?
GP is general principle.
General principle. I thought that was a black term. I thought all black people knew what that meant. I just thought that was one of those things that black people say, like the audacity. Oh, I wish the N would. I thought that was one of those things. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But one of my gay friends, he used to be married to a woman. He was married to a woman for like 20 years. So Chris feel like he's not gay.
He could be faking. maybe he's thinking about coming back around. He's
But you said that you didn't know how you could be married to a woman and be gay.
Well, no, I don't know how you could.
You don't remember saying that?
I don't recall the conversation, no.
Yeah, you said that. You said you didn't know how he could be married to a woman and be gay.
Strange coming out of the closet like that, you know.
Chris said it was strange to him for him to just come out the closet like that. But I'm like, Chris, the man said he gay.
Listen, we've had family members that had kids and children that wind up being gay, and they were very gay.
Did they lift weights?
So for me, but he's still a very good friend of mine, and he understands. And I still talk to him, but I try to be respectful of Chris. I try my best to be respectful. So but the friend that was never with a woman, if I were to try to talk to him like that, I could take it there.
Well, see, and that's another thing. So my thing is, the reason why I say this is like, so is it that women and men can be friends, but in every woman's mind, or in most women's mind, they have control over the relationship if they want. They have control as to the boundary of the relationship. If they want to give you something,
that's
they
not
can.
just in our mind. That's the reality.
So you don't think as a man that I can refute or refuse booty?
Yeah, but think about, we talking about what the probability of things happening and what could happen, and the probability of things happening are two different things. You could do anything you want to do. You could be an astronaut and go land on the moon. The question is, will you? You could do it. I'm just saying. The possibility and the probability are two different things. You can do anything you want to do. You could do. You could play in the NBA. Now, are you going to? Is it probable?
Don't be funny.
I'm not being funny.
Who for you? I could play in the NBA.
Listen, I could be a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader. Is that probable? No, nigga, no.
Is that possible?
Yes.
Nigga.
Anything's possible. I can get I can get gastric bypass surgery and be 180 pounds in less than a year and go to tryouts. You don't know.
They still have an age limit.
Anything is possible, but is it probable? No, it's not probable. So my whole thing is a man being friends. First of all, men don't be friends with women that they don't want to sleep with.
That's not true.
Yes, it is.
So you're saying that I've never been a friend to a woman that I didn't want to sleep with?
You've
seen some of the women that I've been friends with.
Chad, I've never seen you be friends with someone that you couldn't sleep with.
But what about that I wanted to sleep with?
Listen, that's not my problem. I don't know what you want to do. I'm telling you what I know. And I never seen you be friends with somebody that you could not have talked out of their drawers.
I don't agree with that.
Well, I don't agree with taxes either. But we pay taxes, don't we, on April 15th?
Not all of us.
Can I interject?
Yes, you can.
When I started working at the hospital, I was 22. And that was my first time really being in a workplace with men. And this is before I knew anything. I was lost in the sauce. So many men was making sure I wasn't thirsty and walking me from my car and walking with me to lunch and making sure I was okay and, all this stuff. And I'm thinking, oh, he's so nice. He's so friendly. That's my buddy. We cool. We bumping elbows and giving each other some dap.
And next thing you know, the nigga is
one of them
putting that thing on you.
Girl, even the married ones, everybody's like, hey, you shouldn't be hanging out with him, or why y'all spend so much time together? And I'm like, well, we just cool. All of that was some bull crap. Every last one of them, even the married ones. Some of them had kids older than me. What you doing for lunch? Oh, well, you got kids. Well, I like kids. Well, I come pick you up. Or if your car break down, don't worry, I'll pick
Now,
you up.
I'm not saying that
And but
all
the
men, no men have
every
motives.
single one was my friend.
Listen, I'm not
And
saying that it's not
all I had
possible.
to do was bust it open one time. And not that I didn't, but I'm just saying all I had to do. And
Listen,
guess
I'm not
what? We were
saying.
friends. And guess what? We was friends still after that. I
Ron,
ain't
help me
called in work.
out. Can I get some help?
I didn't do nothing. We was cool.
Can I
I
get
let
some
him
help?
pay my car fix. I let him pick me up from work, and we were still friends.
Okay, so listen. Okay, so I will
And
say
and
a
the
lot of
only
guys.
one that maybe wouldn't was because he probably couldn't because he was too old. But if he could have,
Listen, I believe every word you say. I know there, and I agree. Men, I think that's why I think it's a people thing. I don't think it's just a man woman thing. I think it's a person thing. It's who you are in depth as a person. If you're that type of person, you're just that type of person. If you scandalous,
okay,
you're
but
just
all
scandalous.
these male friends that are half of them was married.
Mhm.
And they kept telling me, "Oh, that's my friend." I've even met their wives. They come up there, "Hey, I'm giving them a hug, waving, say how you doing." Your husband has no business, just like your situation. Their husband, 40 years old, Mary, had no business sitting up, hanging out, and marinating and feed me and all that. No 22-year-old young woman. It was inappropriate. And had I knew better or gave a damn, I wouldn't have been sitting up with nobody's husband. And I didn't want their husband.
Jenny, what is that? What is happening? I feel like I should not have started this with a story about myself.
No, but it's just an interesting look at the way that
Biggs does
women
got game
look. It's an interesting look into the way that men think and the way that women think
and
and
women thing.
and perspectives.
It
For
is.
me,
Mhm.
I personally, for example, Chris had a friend. First of all, there's been two different. Y'all know I tell y'all the story about that hoe with them collard greens with no meat in it. I'm still upset about that, and don't nobody say shit to me because Chris and I almost was not together because see, Chris is white, and I sometimes make excuses for him. But the thing about it is that I think he knew better. He went over there and he had that woman over there. I think what happened was, now that I think about it, is Chris thought that I didn't like him like that. So he went and got that other trifling hoe that called herself gonna make them lazy ass collard greens with no smoked meat in them. Didn't even make no cornbread or no sides.
Are you
Just
talking to
collard
us or are you
greens.
talking at Chris?
No, I'm talking to y'all, but I'm Chris. No,
Why
he
is it that
brought
every
that hoe
time y'all
over
talk
there
about something, it don't matter how long it's been, y'all still get mad at the damn?
because it brings me back to the same day when I went over there and I'm in the refrigerator and I'm like, why is you got Sky vodka and a pot of collard greens? What kind of hood ass shit is that?
Before
And then she goes, I threw the whole pot in the garbage.
How you
before I
throwing
met
stuff?
Ronnie, I got my collard greens out of a can.
I told him sacrilege.
Look, I'm Irish. We basically eat cabbage and ham. That's it. And my
Listen.
mom boiled everything, so I didn't know any better.
Listen,
Listen, I was
now
gonna boil Chris.
I'm known to doctor up a can of Glory Greens now myself. Now y'all say what you want to say. I doctor up some Glory Greens in a minute. And they still taste good.
Blasphemy.
Oh, Ronnie, don't nobody feel like cutting up all them damn greens all the time?
Better. There's nothing to cutting up some
They
greens.
got cut and clean greens. They got greens in a bag already cut up.
No, I can't do it. Like, I still wash and cut those even in the bag.
Well, yeah,
Listen,
you're supposed to still wash them off, but at least you halfway there.
they be too broad for me. I like my greens cut thin.
Man, stop it.
This is lazy.
I ain't had no greens in a long time. That sounds good. I'm gonna have to cook me some. Listen, I just think that it's. I mean, I know that there's definitely a difference between men and women. I mean, you guys know I told you guys a story where I had a woman cooking for me, and I had a. Why you look like that?
What woman you had cooking for you?
At work, you know, my work wife at the time. And greens can always add.
Yeah, I ain't seen him downstairs since I brought him up here.
It was a married. Wow. Listen, why would a married man need a friend when he got a wife? Well, so I don't know, Lady TW. You know, it could be. Listen, if everything ain't going down the way it's supposed to go down, it happens sometimes. I mean, now I'm echoing. Hold on.
I mean, you can be cool with a woman, but to hang out and go to her house and be marinating after dark, no, no,
Well, I did not make that a
no.
habit. It happened that like at one or two times, and whenever
But to even show
um
up at her house, period, sir, what are you doing?
I was invited.
Sir,
Well, I did not show up late. I showed up there. I was there, and we were watching a movie, but we started late because she got off from work late, and so it took me a time. It took me time to drive over there. So it was about maybe 3 or 4 o'clock when I got over there, and so by the time
so
we ate,
she invited a married man to her house to watch a movie.
this is something she was married to, but this is something that we did all the time. We
I
watched.
don't care. I'm asking you, did she invite a married man to her house to watch a movie?
Yes.
She was on that bullshit.
Exactly. Let me ask you this,
And
Biggs.
a cup of
Did you
ice
ever
water.
go out with your spouses? Did you ever go or do anything with like your husband and your wife? You ever do a thing as a couple?
No.
What is
Speak
that?
on it, Ronnie. Speak on
What
it.
is that?
I don't know.
Why
I
is
guess
that, Biggs? Why is that?
I was Shonda. She was on that bullshit. Yeah.
well, I'm gonna say my wife didn't like her no way from the get go.
And that's another reason you had no business.
Well, I didn't know that at first. I found that out later on that she's like, I didn't like her. I never liked her in the first. But the thing is, y'all go see. That's the thing. I don't see a man, and because of he could be as buff as hell. He could be listen. He could be Denzel. I don't care what he looked like. He could be Forrest Gump. It don't matter to me. To me, a man is a man. So it don't matter what he looked like. That doesn't influence whether I want you or feel some kind of way about my woman hanging out with
And
you.
that's why you got the problems you got.
What
But
you
it ain't
mean?
even about his looks. So it's okay for some man to be like, "Ooh, FWP girl, you should come over and watch a movie with me tonight." And she
Listen,
like, "Oh yeah, I'm coming."
no. Well, at this point, no. But if it was somebody that she knew ahead of time and they wind up being going out, what could I say? I mean, I would say, okay. Now,
That
if it was
smells like
something
some bullshit to me.
that's not bullshit. I in the beginning of our relationship, if she had told me, "Hey, I have a friend that we are close. There's nothing going on," and she has never given me any reason to mistrust her or distrust her, and she went now. yes, I do believe that if you're married, at the time she and I wasn't married, but I do believe if you're married and then no, you shouldn't be in somebody's house that time of night. I'm not saying I was right. I was wrong. I was wrong. I should not have been at her house that time of night. I'm just saying that we still, even though that happened, we were still friends. We were platonic. There was no relationship or anything like that going on between us at that time.
You
Please.
were
And as
platonic.
far as
She
I'm
was still.
concerned, y'all did the damn thing. I don't care what you say.
That's what my wife thinks too, and that's what Joy thinks too. Joy declared
Exactly.
was going together.
Somebody was sucking on something.
Ain't nobody
I mean,
sucking
the
on
thing
nothing.
is, how is anybody supposed to know? Ain't neither one of y'all gonna tell.
I would have told Joy. I would have told Joy. I'm very open. I'm very open and honest with Joy.
Let me tell you what.
I'm gonna stop
Please.
talking about
A
that because I don't want
heifer.
that getting back. Listen, she has a very happy home now. I'm sure. I don't want no
Well,
problem.
praise God. Praise God. It probably, I bet you ain't no men's coming over watching no movie.
Not now, no, because
I bet
she
it
got a
ain't.
happy home.
I bet it ain't. I bet it ain't.
Well, I mean, I admit
Even if I
that
was here, John better not invite no bitch to come watch no movie. And he better not even mention it. He better not even think the thought. I would be like, excuse me? I just friend, the hell? No, sir. No.
Look,
No, she need to find her another
Miss
friend. She need
Brooklyn
to find her
said
something
it
else
don't
to
have
do.
nothing to do with looks.
who?
Brooklyn.
No, no. I wouldn't care if the woman was 1,000 years old. No.
I just think that I think that women have a thing. Now, men are very visual. We're visual creatures. But I think that and my experience has been that I've been with I've even gone out with beautiful women, like women that were just beautiful. And it attracted more beautiful women. I've gone out with women that might not have been as pretty or whatever, and nobody even come around or even talk to me. I've known women that see other women that because of they look or they look a certain way, they automatically is like turned off by that woman. So I just feel like that's something that women do that guys just don't do. I don't know of any of my guy friends that when we see other guys hanging out, would be like, "Man, look at that nigga there. He think he cute. That nigga ain't about shit." Like I don't do it. I don't know any of my dudes that do that.
I'm just gonna tell you off top that almost 99.9% of women that are in this world know better. So if they allow it, they on some bullshit. It's not right. And each woman, each of us knows that each of us should not. Ronnie husband, Chris, I would never be like, oh, I like him. He's so sweet. Oh, come hang out with me, watch a movie. I know that ain't right. I would never do that.
Exactly. Because guess
And
what?
even if
Ronnie's
he was
from
like,
Atlanta.
right, exactly. Hello, bitch. How you doing? Hello.
Let's go.
Oh,
Let's do. Yeah.
Dia says
Hold on, I
men
gotta get
see
the
pretty
door.
women with their who what who listen now granted there's I don't get out like that. I don't have a lot of guy friends. You know, the majority of the guy friends, and I say majority because I can count the guy friends I have on one hand, and they're typically all like me for the most part in a lot of ways. And that's just not how we roll. Now I know there's other, whack dudes, there's other dudes, lots of guys out there. I've never known, I didn't realize that was a thing. I didn't know men pick other men apart because I just don't feel like that's a manly thing to do. I never had to talk down about another man to get a woman, or I just don't think that's something. I didn't know that's something that guys did. Men see pretty women and with her man and pick him apart. I mean, I'm very secure in my manhood. I see a guy and be like, "Oh man, that's a good looking dude." You know, I see guys all the time with. I have beard envy. If you guys see, I'm 41 years old, and this is all the hair I can grow on my face, and this is
But
a struggle.
I'm gonna say something, and this is gonna lead to us now. We finna close it out because we said we was only gonna do like an hour. We said an hour and a half. But I'm gonna say something that really bothers me that you do, Biggs, that I really don't like is that.
Wait, well, how are you gonna say something and close it out? They talking about what you don't like.
No, something that bothers me that you do is that just because you think like, okay, everything is relative based on perspective. Just because you find a woman attractive doesn't mean she's attractive.
That's very true. I
So
agree.
I don't find, and another thing is that just because a woman is attractive doesn't mean that I'm jealous of her. Just because I say she ain't shit. You
I
could be
didn't
an
say that.
attractive bitch that ain't shit. You just ain't shit. I don't care how
Excuse
fine
me.
you are. You ain't shit. That don't mean I'm jealous of you. Because there
No,
are beautiful women. For example, there are some women that what I find attractive in a woman is different. You know what I'm saying? Like there's women that I feel that are thick in all the right places, got that, build a bear body, beautiful, that maybe mainstream society wouldn't find attractive. But I'm not going to be envious of a woman. I feel like you feel like if a woman is attractive, then I'm going to hate on them. I'm not going to hate
no.
on a woman or not like a woman just because you think she's attractive, because I don't like her ass because she ain't shit.
So wait a minute. You said you think that I think that way. Or are you saying you're making a statement that is how I think?
No, I'm saying I feel that I don't think that that's okay. I'm not
Well,
saying, I didn't really say your point of view on it or not. But something that you do is that sometimes you will make statements that where it seems as though that's your perspective. Like
that
you made a couple of statements that I really didn't like. Like
like
you were
what?
saying, like you made a statement like, I don't know why women do that. That if a woman, just because a woman is attractive, basically like if a woman is attractive, that don't mean that she ain't with the bullshit. That's not what you said,
No.
but that was the base of what you said. Like
Mm-mm.
basically like saying that women got to be jealous of another woman because she's attractive instead of just listen. I'm not. My spirit is telling me that bitch ain't about nothing. It ain't got nothing to do about her being
Listen,
attractive.
I'm not gonna
My
argue with you.
spirit says that she's a
Listen,
hoe.
I'm not gonna argue with you and your
My
spirit
spirit say
man.
that bitch ain't about
I'm
nothing.
not
I
gonna
don't care
argue with
how
you,
fine she
your
is.
spirit animal, your spirit man, your inner
And
spirit, your
just
inner
because
sanctum.
I say
I ain't
that,
arguing with
wait,
none of y'all.
and just
Jimmy Cricket,
because I
whoever
say,
you got in you, I ain't arguing with none of them.
and just because
I
I
ain't arguing with
say,
none of them.
wait, listen, just because I
Oh,
say that bitch ain't about nothing doesn't mean I'm jealous of her because
No,
she's attractive.
no, I
That's
didn't
the
say
point
that.
I'm trying to make.
Okay, well, I never insinuated that. What my statement was is that I have, in my experience, I have seen women that they they see a woman that they may feel are attractive, or they see in a woman that I feel is attractive, or is dressed a certain way or something like that, and then they hate on the woman, or they think certain things of her, and without even knowing. And you're saying that that's exactly what you're saying, even though you're saying that your spirit tells you she ain't shit. Now she might not be shit. I don't know. I don't go by things like that, but
Because
well,
you ain't
sometimes
got
I
no
do.
damn intuition. That's why.
That's
You
not
don't have
true.
no intuition. You a loop as fuck. You don't even know if you're trying to get on it.
I listen.
I
Wait,
can't
you
trust
said wait a
nothing
minute.
you think. Are you not? I can't trust none of your spidey senses
Use
because
a
your
lie.
spidey senses didn't
You
tell you that a bitch
listen.
had you at her house at 2 o'clock in the morning. She was trying to hunt you.
No. First of all, it wasn't 2 o'clock. Second of all, no, my spidey senses did not tell me that that was the case because I don't I don't always go by
I
that.
I emphasize. Wait a minute. I emphasize the way the woman looked is because Biggs purposefully left that out
But why would I include that? Why would I include that
because it
how she
matters.
looks?
It doesn't
But
have
that's my
anything to
point. It
do.
should not matter. It should not
If
matter
you
how she
listen,
looks.
if it does matter, if there was a
So
woman
if
who
she's
wasn't
ugly, it's
sensual,
okay. So listen to what you're
if
saying. See, to me, you can't talk. You can't have a double-edged sword.
I'm not talking double, but what I'm saying, you're not listening and you're not hearing what I'm saying. It was pertinent to talk about her sensuality. It wasn't the emphasis. I put an emphasis on how she looked to paint the picture because that bullshit you was talking was, oh, I was just over at her house and we was watching Mulan and it was me and her kids.
So
That's
wait a
the
minute.
way
Okay,
you
I hear
painted
what
it.
you're saying.
No. First
I
of
hear
all,
what you're
her
saying.
kids, you was not watching that movie with her kids. Her kids is 25 years
First of
old.
all, I was watching a movie with her kids. You're a damn lie. Joy, this was 10 years ago. So it's not like,
Well,
oh,
he was
25 at the
15
time.
then. That nigga
He
wasn't
was
none
50.
you.
Yes. Yes, he was 15. His brother was like 12 or 7, and the sister was like 12. So they were kids there. And it what is see, and the thing is, I'm hearing you very clearly. You're stating that I left out pertinent information about her looks and what she looked like. I'm stating what does her looks have to do with me? What so if she was ugly, if she wasn't sensual, if
Listen,
she
I
was somebody
can't. I'm tired
in a
and it's
moo
late and I can't
what does it have to
properly
do?
go.
No, I mean
I'm not gonna verbally
that's
spar with you. But women who
listen
know me, like Ronnie, I didn't have to say much. Ronnie understood what I was saying. And Shonda may or
because I
somebody else
think
may
women
be able to
women
better
think alike.
articulate what I'm saying. And you can make fun of what I'm saying or whatever. But listen, I've been working since 8 o'clock this morning, so I'm exhausted. I can't go back and forth with you. It was important to say, number one, how she looked. Number two, her personality made a difference. It's not just the way, because if she was a real woman, she would have never let you stay in her house that late. Number three, she did not have 2-year-olds and 3-year-olds running around. If you got 2-year-olds or a newborn baby or 3-year-olds running around, it may be a little bit more difficult for you to
You're
be.
wrong. She had she had 3 kids. She has 3 kids. One was a teenager, one was in grade school, and the other two were one was in middle school and one is in grade school. I'm just saying that's just the fact of the matter. Those are facts. That's not and again, I'm not saying that I was right. I'm just saying that the whole point is let's okay, we're gonna end it. So bottom line is do you feel that men and women cannot be platonic and if they're married or in a relationship they should not be friends with opposite sex?
There should be
when
some
you're
boundaries
when
that
you're in a
are real
relationship,
strong.
when you're in a
Okay.
relationship, you need to be coupled up. You need to be couple friends. You don't need
Okay,
no single friends. You don't need no single friends. If you're a
that's
man with a
absolutely valid.
woman, then let's say you got a friend. Then if you going out somewhere, I expect, let's say Johnny and Connie is your friends. I
Hmm.
expect that if you met Connie need to be introducing you to Johnny's ass.
Okay, so your
And
point
if
of view
I
is that
meet Johnny needs to be introducing me to Connie.
okay.
And he needs to say to me, hey, Joy, you know what? I think you really love my wife. My wife, she likes to do, hey, why don't I would love to meet your husband. Hey man, why don't we hang out? Why don't we go on this vacation? Let's get to know each other. It should be all inclusive. It shouldn't be nobody over there slipping and sliding like they 2 seconds from jumping on the ding-a-ling, talking about, oh, we should be up watching red box movies back when they was $1 at your house at no 12 o'clock in the morning. And I'm not going for it.
Okay.
So if it's conditions to it. If I meet a man and he's single, I don't feel like I should be only friends with him. I should
You cut out.
introduce. I should be bringing Chris into it, and we should be immediately trying to find him a woman, and then we can be couples friends together.
Okay, so
But it
now if
shouldn't
he
be
don't have a woman, so if he doesn't have a woman, then you shouldn't be having no friendship with him.
by myself, no. But if Chris is involved, I wouldn't see a problem with that. So if Chris had a female friend and he said, "Hey, listen, I want you to meet my fiance. I think you guys will get along great."
Mhm.
If she got a man, then I'm down for it. If she ain't got no man, I don't trust her. She got to go.
But what about you? So if you meet a guy who's single and you like him and you want to hang out, you introduce him to Chris so y'all three can hang out. That's
The
cool.
only reason I would do that is because I wanted a side nigga, and I wanted to get away with it.
Okay. So then you're saying that you only if it's a couple, couples should stick with couples. Period. You shouldn't have if you're a man, you shouldn't have no outside female friends. If you're a
Not that are
woman, you shouldn't
new.
have no outside male friends.
Not that are new. No,
Not that are new.
no.
So but if I have a friend that is not new that my wife knows about, I can continue to be friends with her and hang out.
No, you
No,
don't
no,
need to
no,
hang
not
out with
not
her by yourself.
not no hanging out. The hanging out is dead. Once you get married, she understand that place is already taken.
Okay.
You
Okay.
send her a birthday card. That's what you can do. Check on her every now and then. Hey, how you doing?
Got you. Okay. I got you.
I mean, why make it messy? That way, no lines are crossed. Everybody knows what's going on. You're not sitting back. You may trust your husband or your wife, but somewhere deep down inside, you're thinking, what's really happening? So, to avoid all that, just do things as couples. If you get
I'm
along
gonna
as
give
couples,
you a
fine. If you don't,
saying. I'm
fine.
not Miss Ronnie. Have you ever seen the movie Italian Job?
I love that movie.
Yeah, I love
Do
that
you
game.
remember when he says it's not people that I don't trust, it's the evil in them?
Yeah. Hmm.
I can't believe
It's
you
not
remember
that I
that from
don't
that
trust
movie.
you. It have nothing to do with me trusting you.
Hmm.
But you're not God. You're not the Dalai Lama, and you're not Mother Teresa. And like my mama used to say, PPs get hard and coochies get wet.
I ain't never heard Mama say that. Mama ain't
Well,
never
she said it to me.
Who said, oh, that must have been when I was out loud. Cause Mama, now wait a damn minute. Damn it, wait a minute. My mama ain't never said that about
My
no
mama
big
told
boy.
me that.
Hey, coochies get wet.
My mama
Now,
taught me that. And she told me, Joy, I don't care how old a woman is, you don't never have no woman in your house with your
now
man.
she did teach me that. Mom, now that was something that mom said. If you don't ever let no woman or man, if you're a man, don't ever let no man in your house. If you're a woman, don't ever let no woman in your house. And she did teach me that. That I still live by that today. Friends or not. One of my best friends in the whole wide world wanted to stay with me one time. I was like, I can't do it, partner. I can't do it, dog. But all right. So I mean, I guess that's I think I do agree now. I'm a different person. I've grown, I've matured. I do believe that now, as a husband and wife, you should have couples friends only. You shouldn't be out. Why are you looking like that? Now,
I'm listening to you. I'm listening.
I think you should have, so far as friends that you go and you spend time with and you hang out with and you're cultivating relationships should be as couples with couples.
Exactly.
Okay.
I don't make a habit of cultivating or trying to cultivate a friendship with other women or single women. Now, it's a little different now that I've gotten into social media and being in this because but the thing is like that my wife goes like, okay, well, you ain't going nowhere. You ain't meeting nobody. this is just on social media. If like Miss Tim was one, like I'm like, yo, let's come play the game with us and stuff like that. Or hey guys, come hit me up on IG and stuff like that. It's not meant to attract anyone or gain anyone or anything like that. But I think that I do absolutely agree. It is a very slippery slope if you are a man and you're in a relationship and you out there having outside relationships with other women. It's a very slippery slope.
Don't fall.
I hope I'm not showing y'all boogers up my nose, but I just felt like I needed to look at this situation as closely as possible because this shit is crazy.
You stupid. I feel like you be double talking.
What am I saying? Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm a Sagittarius. We are known cheaters. I mean, that's just the truth. Sagittarius are very much so cheaters. But
Don't blame
I'm
it on
not
the
a
moon.
cheater.
Do not blame it on the moon.
No, but I'm not a cheater.
You just said you're known cheaters, but you're not a cheater.
No.
You're a politician. I told you you're a double talker.
No, I said Sagittarius.
Hello.
Sagittarius.
Hello.
I said Sagittarius are known cheaters.
And you said I'm a Sagittarius. And I know. Okay. I'm going to let you go.
Sagittarius are known cheaters. But I'm not a cheater. But I do have to fight that. I have to fight the. Sometimes stuff look good and it's hard.
Listen, that's just it. I think that's anybody. Especially, I think that I have never really been a cheater, but I am guilty of if I'm being mistreated at home. Okay, never mind. I've never been a. What the?
Will you shut the fuck up? Jesus. I'm trying to save your life. I'm still talking. Oh my God. Hush.
Anyway, all right, listen.
I mean, I don't know. I got whole tendencies, but it's a choice.
Right. That's,
What's whole? You know what? We'll talk about a whole tendency.
No. Let's talk about. Okay, so this is my.
What is a whole tendency? I don't know. For me, I hear that and I'm like, damn. Do I have whole tendencies?
Yes, you do. But we get it.
Oh no! Wait a minute.
My daddy. We get it from my daddy.
Now that's true. I did have a woman tell me that, and that I'm just like my dad was named Flip. His name is Flip, and he is a Rolling Stone. And I've had a woman tell me that, it ain't your looks, you just the way you talk or something like that. And I've been convicted. I've been convicted about being like my dad. I try to work on that. Whole tendencies. Is that what a whole tendency is? You have a tendency to
when I say that, it just means that for me, I find it very easy to disconnect my heart and my feelings from sleeping with somebody.
Oh, but see, I'm not that way.
I'll do it just because I want to. And because for me, I don't believe that it would ruin anything. Only reason why I don't is because I don't want to hurt John's feelings because I care about him. But for me, if I felt like he wouldn't mind, I probably would, just because I like men and they be looking good and I can easily just do it to them anytime I want to and leave feelings out of it. And he could, and I wouldn't care.
So you're able to separate your heart from your thing. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't have that. I don't have that. That's why I don't.
Do that.
Even when I was younger, I never, no matter how much, and I know Joy finna be stupid, no matter how much people might have said I was a hoe, I thought I was a hoe, I did not sleep around. I did not, no matter how many women you saw me with, I wasn't sleeping with them because I know that my loins are attached to my heart. And so I've never been one for casual sex. I just haven't. Now that don't mean I don't love sex. I'm a very sexual person. But
Tell why are you sitting up here lying to these people? Tell these people.
No, I mean,
wait a minute. See, I knew you were gonna do that. My wife is right here. Hold on. What am I lying about? Since you know me so much. Yes, you do. Yeah.
The reason why Biggs doesn't listen, the reason why Biggs doesn't want to sleep with people has nothing to do with his loins. The reason why Biggs don't want to sleep with people is because he's crazy and he's a germaphobe and he think everybody got some type of disease. Now I don't know why he's sitting up here telling you all these lies. Talk about his loins got to be in love and his loins is in love. He's a damn lie. It ain't got nothing to do with no damn loins. This nigga think everybody got some type of disease. He can barely hold hands.
Listen, it's true. I don't like to be touched. Don't touch me, dog.
He don't like to touch nobody. So what are you talking about? Tell the truth. I can't stand that. Who lying now? Who is lying?
If I even thought you slept with somebody else, you can't be with me. I can't. I can't. But that's not true. That's not it. That is a part of it. That's a part of it, but that's not it. My feelings, no, my feelings are very attached. I'm a man and I have no problem.
He is lying his ass off.
I'm not lying. I promise to God.
That the only thing that keeps him from putting his thing is because he think everybody got some type. Every time he look at somebody, he be like, ugh. And then don't let you have and listen, don't let him see like you sweat or like you have some type of like, you know how
that's not true.
Yeah, you can forget it. He gonna be like, oh my god, she got herpes. Oh my god, listen.
It's bad. I have a problem. I do. I went to a strip. That's why I don't go to strip clubs. I went to a strip club. I do not frequent strip clubs because I'm the idiot that's in there like, ugh.
Listen, let me tell you. Okay, first of all, listen. His wife allowed for him to go to the strip club. His wife paid for him to get a strip dance. Okay. The lady was putting her booty on him and he threw up.
I did not throw up. No, I didn't. I did not throw up.
That's so how in the world? Why are you lying?
That's not true.
The lady was trying. No, wait. Now we can go to
that's not what she told you. That's not true. No, say that. Do not say that. That is not true.
This is Big Uncut.
That's not true. Tell the story.
Listen, the lady had this big
First of all,
booty,
do not
right?
say that.
This lady had this big booty, like this big badunculum booty. And she was twerking.
That is not true. You don't know the story, like, because you weren't there.
And the lady put her booty cheek on Chazzo's shoulder, and he was like, eh, and next thing you know, he was ready to go. So I don't know. So how is you?
No, what happened was
love from your Lord.
No, what happened was we were at the strip club, and strippers like they were coming and just talking because I don't know, like I'm a very cynical person. So if I see a stripper, I don't just think like, oh shoot. I think like, I bet them heels hurt your feet. Like, I think I'm crazy. When I see a stripper on a pole, I think like, damn, how many butt cheeks been on that pole? I bet your hands stink. I don't know. I am an asshole. I'm a very cynical person. When I see somebody, I think like, oh, you should smell your hand. I bet your hands stink. I'm like, oh, I wonder if
Big, shut up. Tell the people about the stripper putting her booty cheek on you.
Oh, she was talking. Listen, my wife does makeup. You guys know that FWP is into makeup. They love her makeup. This was a Brazilian girl. She had a big booty and all. She came and just observed my wife's makeup. But she was comfortable, I guess, and she put her booty cheek. It's like my arm got sucked into her booty cheek, and she had like a juice. And I thought I literally wanted to set my arm on fire. I had to go because I didn't have no ointment, I didn't have no sanitation, I didn't have no Purell, I didn't have nothing. I had to get the fuck out. I could not sit there and be comfortable with her booty juices on my shoulder. I felt like, and I'm like, can they smell it? I'm like, I just, hey, we gotta go. She's like, why? I'm like, we gotta go. I gotta go. I couldn't help it. I just couldn't help it. All I could think was like, she been dancing in here for about hours, and she's sweaty, and she just rubbed it all on your shoulder. Listen, I was through. I couldn't do it. I had to go. I took alcohol out my drink, and I took it and put it on the rag, and I tried to wipe my shoulder off because I said the alcohol got sanitation. And I would wipe my shoulder. I'm stupid. Listen. I know I have a problem. You know what? It's uncut. I don't care. I'll tell you guys stuff. Listen, I'm me. You gotta love me. Either you love me or hate me. That's just me. I can't help it. That's probably why. Listen, that she has a point. That's true. I probably would be a hoe if even now I see women and I that doesn't now. But
Okay, y'all. So
no, wait,
it's
no.
been
Let
real.
me
We
say
had a
this
great
though.
show tonight.
Let me
Thank you
say
so
this
much for
though.
watching.
Let me bring it around. Nope, let me bring it around. However,
Listen,
wait,
you is
no.
that
There's a
bullshit,
different.
man. You know you
I'm
hate
not. I'm
germs.
not.
I don't
The truth.
understand that.
The truth is though, but my wife can be in one, and I love it, and I don't have a problem with my wife because I love her. My feelings are, I don't care what you say, my emotions, everything is attached because that's the only reason I don't have a problem being with who I'm with. I might be like that with a stranger. It doesn't matter how good you look or whatever. Not saying that I don't see a booty and be like, our breasts. I might that, but honestly, I kid you not. My feelings and my emotions are attached. And so like I'm susceptible to people attacking my heart more so than attacking my eyes or my man parts. That's the honest to God truth. Whether she believes me or not.
If there was a way, never mind. Never mind.
No, it's good. If there was a way, what?
If you could be in a hazmat suit,
There's condoms.
big, you come on, man. Okay.
I'm telling you. That's why I
No,
say
I'm telling you. See, these people
you
don't
give me
know
credit.
you. This is a
Thank you.
person. They don't know you like I know you.
Boy, when have you known me to be a hoe? I mean, to sleep with.
Yes. I'm not debating. I never called you a hoe. But what I'm saying is that little poetic justice bullshit you just gave to people, talking about your loins don't yearn for somebody unless your heart does, it's some bullshit. That's exactly what you said. That
So
is
why do you
bullshit.
think? So why do you think that
Your
is? I don't
loins
have a
don't get
problem.
involved unless you can dip a bitch in bleach. Other than that, you don't want to be. You have a hard time touching people. Just tell the people the truth.
That is true in general, but that's not true about the woman that I'm with. The woman that I'm with, I have no
About the
problem.
woman that you with. I'm
Okay,
talking
so
about
why
the
do you
fact
think
that
it's
you trying
different?
to tell people that, oh, I'm such a lover and I don't sleep around
I
because
didn't say that.
I have to love you. I have to love you, girl. If I sleep with you, it's because I love you. No, if I sleep with
I
you,
didn't say that.
it's because I've been with you long enough to see how clean you are and how many times you wash your hands.
That's not true.
Yes, it is. Oh my
That's not
God.
true. I'm very attracted to women. And I say other women. I'm very attracted to women. I have no problem. But
Biggs,
when it goes
this
as far as
doesn't have anything to do with your attraction. We know you're attracted to women. Trust me, we know.
you know what?
That's not the question. The question is why, you made a statement that you cannot invest your loins into a woman unless your heart is involved.
No, I didn't say that. I said that my heart follows that. Like some people, Rose said that she can have sex with someone, and her heart is not her. She's not going to catch feelings, or she's not going to get feelings. I'm not like that. If I go through my wife would tell you, it took me before even she invited me to go out, I still didn't go out. It was months before she and I even went on a date because I took time to get to know her. If I take time to get to know someone, it's because sexually I can't really be with someone sexually, physically, and not have some emotional tie. That's just me. That's typically why I never
Wait a
really
minute. So you saying that you don't or you can't?
that I can't. I say that I don't because I catch feelings. Is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
I catch feelings. If I have sex with someone, typically I'm not gonna have sex with somebody that I just met. And it's typically you gotta talk to me, I gotta talk to you. Yes, it has to do with like I gotta know that you ain't having sex with nobody else. I gotta know that you ain't I gotta know that you clean. I gotta know a lot of stuff. I'm weird. But in doing that, my emotions are attached. Everybody, just about everybody, even someone that in my past that I did have sex with, and we didn't know each other that long, I still was like, "Oh, you my girlfriend now?" Oh, we
Oh
like
no.
I was
Biggs,
like
I
that.
feel like you lying because
Why? Why would I? See, that's just it. You gotta know to trust me. I'm telling you, this is uncut. There's no reason for me to lie to you guys. What? Why
okay.
does it make a difference? Why would I lie to you? I can That doesn't matter of fact, that doesn't make me sound good that you catch feelings. Like what kind of simp shit is that? I'm not a simp, but I do catch feelings. That's why I don't go around and just have sex with everybody. That's why I even try not to really get into no deep conversation with other women because I do catch feelings.
Okay, so what happened to that one girl then?
What girl?
That you say that you never was with, that you never was in a relationship with.
Which one?
Okay, y'all, it's been real. Let's go. It's good night. That's the point I'm trying to make. That's the whole point, nigga. Which one? Your lying ass.
That sounded so bad.
Oh my god.
No, see, there's a thing you guys have to understand. Don't do that. See, Joy does that. She plays on things because she knows my past. And there's a thing that Joy has for always putting me with people that I was in a relationship with. Because just because you said we was in a relationship doesn't mean we were in a relationship. And Joy is good about that. She's always like, "You did date that girl." I'm like, "No, we did not date. I wasn't in a relationship with her." She's like, "Yes, you were. Stop trying to not deny her." Is that not
Why
one of
are you
our
denying that girl? You know you was that girl's boyfriend?
what girl?
The
You said
white girl.
what white girl?
The big white girl.
I was not in a relationship with her.
You was staying at her house eating chips and shit.
I
Watching movies. You was watching movies.
I was watching movies and eating Chinese food, but I was not her man. We was not in a relationship. I hit it, but
Y'all, good night. It's been real. I love y'all. Because y'all gonna sit here and let Biz be with this bullshit if you want to. I ain't with
I
that
was
shit.
not. I was not her boyfriend. We were not
Biz,
boyfriend.
it don't matter. It don't matter. Whatever. I'm over. I'm done.
You always trying to put me in a relationship with people, and it's not because she
Okay,
was
no,
big.
you and your thing will put you in that relationship. That ain't got
No,
shit to do with me.
we were not in a relationship. You always say that we were not in a
That
relationship.
girl was in a relationship with you.
No, she was not. She might have been in love with me, but she was not in a. We were not in a relationship together. All right, guys, it's enough because it makes me sound like an asshole. But I'm really not. I'm an asshole, but I'm not an asshole like that. And that was in my past, Ronnie. That was in my past. It was in my past. That's like 20 years ago.
We all have a past.
We all have. Joy always trying to put me with women that I was not in a relationship with. If if somebody like you,
Don't be trying to recruit people into that shit.
good. Anyway, so everybody you've been in, everybody that you talked to, you were in a relationship with.
No, but I don't got no niggas that's coming back talking about, oh, I dated Joy. I don't have like 10 people that talk about how they dated me and I'm talking about, oh,
I do
ain't
not
dated
have
those
10 people that talked about they dated me and I.
But Biz, honestly,
Oh
it don't
my.
matter. You know what? It don't matter. I'm gonna free you of your past. Don't
Well,
worry about it.
a man's wife is usually totally different from the ladies he smashes most times. That's true because, well, I ain't gonna say, but
Big, you don't need to do no more uncut. You just don't. It's not for you. You ain't
well,
gonna be able to do this. You don't need to do this no more.
I don't mind being honest. It's just that you always trying to but that has nothing. Listen, guys, this has nothing to do with uncut or us
If
or
you
me
have to
talking
explain
here.
it sounds like some bullshit to me.
No, it's because you are a good liar and
No,
you always
I am not.
yes, you are.
No,
You
you're
lying.
lying. I promise
You
to
are
God.
you are
I
fibbing.
promise I'm not.
Fibbing.
Okay, tell me, what am I lying about?
Joy, you know that has been an ongoing conversation with you and I. You always try to put me and that girl.
Okay,
There's
let's
a
talk
couple of
about it.
women.
Okay, but wait. Can I ask you a question?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
There are certain situations where you have to follow the context clues. Do you remember how Cat Williams said that when there's certain, like when you mess with women, it's certain things that you have around your house that remind you of women. You might have some silk sheets because that's what women like. You might have, you know what I'm saying? You got wine because that's what women like. When you have dated a person, there's contact clues that follow you dating that person. For example, context clue. No, I'm just saying, connect the dots. Connect the dots. The context clues say, the lady say, okay, she was calling my house looking for you.
Who?
Marge.
Why would you say a name?
You asked me who?
I cannot stand. You know what? I gotta go. I got to go. I can't stand you. Oh,
But I thought I was a liar. I don't lie.
Why would you say? Okay, obviously it's a real person that we're talking about. That doesn't mean you say the name. And people related to that person stalks me on Facebook and stuff. You know that.
No, I don't. I didn't know. It's been a long. That was a long time.
Damn well. You know damn well her cousin be on here. You know what? You's an asshole. But no, you know what? I stand by. I said we were not in a relationship like that. It wasn't. Okay, let me be clear. Since you want to bring it out, let me be clear. And it may make me sound like an asshole, guys. Listen, this is my past. Wait a minute. Just like it may be if you uncut. Get you cut. Listen, it may make me sound like an asshole, but this is my past, guys. At the time, she and I. Have you ever been in something with someone that you're friends and you hang out and then you have sex? She wasn't with nobody. I wasn't with nobody. We had sex, but we worked together. We knew each other for a long time. And one night we wind up having sex. And then we did it again a couple weeks later. But we were not in a relationship to say like, oh, I'm your man.
Okay, but wait. Okay, but pause. You just got finished saying that you was at the other bitch house until 2:00 in the morning. Y'all was watching movies and hanging out with y'all friends, and
Hold
nothing
on.
was gonna happen.
That's totally.
But what I don't understand is how is it that it's so unbelievable that something could happen with her when you was hanging out with this other hoe that y'all wasn't in a relationship with. You were just friends, eating Chinese food and watching movies, and the next thing you know,
there's a lot of things. There's several things that are different. One, me and the other girl.
The biggest thing, you know what the biggest thing that's different?
What?
One person is attractive and one person is not.
No, that's not
the thing that's different. You
wow.
win an argument with me.
I know you were gonna say that.
Win this argument with me.
No, you're an asshole.
You're not gonna win this argument with me. You're
listen,
not
it was
going to win this
that has
argument with
nothing
me.
to do with it. That has nothing. So you're trying to say that because she's not very attractive, and she wasn't ugly. She just wasn't. She just was not the type to
To
like
me,
dress
she's
up.
beautiful. I think she's beautiful. I don't
But you're
think
not
she's ugly.
beautiful. Not
I think
beautiful,
she's
but
beautiful.
not ugly. You
I
think
don't
she's
think she's.
beautiful?
I think she's beautiful.
You lying?
No, I'm not.
I think that girl
I don't think. I
beautiful.
don't think. I don't think that she's traditional society standards of attractive because of her shape. But her face is very pretty. She's
Okay,
not ugly.
she's not ugly. I'm not saying she's ugly.
She's very
She
pretty.
okay. She's not ugly, and it doesn't matter. What I'm not even going to talk about a girl like that. She's beautiful. Okay. Now, to me, at the time,
Oh,
we
oh, wait. Oh, please. Oh God, see, this StreamYard is lagging. But Shay just made a comment that I want to put on screen so bad, but it's taking so long to come up.
what is it?
An entanglement. Oh my God. I want to put that up so bad.
So it was okay for Jada, but it's not okay for me.
You had an entanglement, nigga.
It wasn't an entanglement because I wasn't promised or saved for anybody, and she wasn't with nobody. We were two consenting adults that were together.
But
and
Diggs, listen,
got
you
it.
missing a point. I'm just messing with you. Listen, you missing a point. The
What
point
is the
that
point?
I'm trying to make. Thank you, y'all who like my pajamas. The point that I'm trying to make is that it goes full circle to what I was talking about. You act like a man and a woman could not be friends and that was the whole basis of the conversation, is that a man and a woman could be friends and be platonic. My whole point is, if you back it up to that situation, you were platonic with her and it just happened. Y'all just ended up sleeping together. So what's the difference between y'all know you weren't committed? No. But even if you were committed, what if
so maybe that's why we're asking the question. Can men and women just be platonic friends and sex not be involved? I think it's possible. I think maybe it's difficult. But I wouldn't say that it's not possible.
hello?
Yes. I guess not. I guess men and women can't be just friends. Y'all, you know what? Stick with who you got. Stay away from this opposite sex, because everybody out here screwing. Just just keep your pants on and love each other and stay in your house. Social distance yourself. Everybody, just wear your mask and your pants, everything. Just don't go outside, damn it. Well, damn. Who I was then and who I am now are two different people. But I think it does go to say you have to be very leery of, if you're a man and you're in a relationship, you have to be leery of the contact that you have with other women. Period. Point blank. I think we all can agree on that. Agreed?
Agreed.
Agreed. Same way, if you're a woman,
Agree.
you have a man, you have to be careful whether you catch feelings or not. You got to be careful of the contact that you have with outside men. Now, I do have a question though, because you said couples. So, what about couples of the same sex? So, if it's two women that like each other, can me and my wife be friends with them?
Bye.
I don't know.
That's not a problem. Two women like one.
Thank you, Mark. Yes, that's not a problem. Mark said it, so it's not a problem. Two women is okay.
Not Mark, that's John.
Oh, John, I'm sorry.
Don't y'all listen to John.
John agreed.
No, he's talking about pool parties and all this kind of shit.
Beach
No.
ball.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Oh Shay.
Period, Shay. Period. Period, Shay.
Wait a minute. So Shay, hold on. So Shay, you should come on. We got no. So it's 11 o'clock. I gotta go before 12, guys. Shay.
No,
Period,
you
Shay.
already said that we weren't having no more people. You said we was gonna go.
Okay. Anyway,
Because
okay.
Nella wanted to come on. Nella
Oh,
was
why
saying she was
didn't
gonna
she?
come on.
Nella could have came on.
I'm with Shay.
Who's?
I
But
would
I
never
don't.
call a man
So
my friend. I would never call a man my friend. That's why I call him boo things. That means we not in a relationship. You can see who you want to see, be who you want to be with, but we gets down when we get down. That's a boo thing. If my car break down, I might call you. If you come, you come. If you don't, you don't. But if you my friend,
Y'all, let me just say this on the behalf of my bestie. Y'all, please excuse her. She, please excuse her. Just please.
girl,
Because don't be sending me no damn emails about Shonda. Let me just say this. The words and the thoughts and opinions that are expressed by Shonda are that of Shonda. Those words and opinions do not represent the opinions of Big Nation. Those words and opinions do not represent the opinions of Joy Amore. Those opinions are that of
they
Shonda,
represent
Rose
opinions
Shonda
of being honest.
wow.
Those opinions are opinions of my friend. Y'all, please excuse her. Y'all know. Listen,
So,
please.
bro, me and you are friends, right?
Yeah, but we don't get to spend no time together.
Oh, yeah.
And I wouldn't spend that kind of time with you because I wouldn't do that because you have a wife.
Okay.
And if we did, like if we went and had lunch or something, your wife or your sister would have to come. I would not do that.
Well,
And
Joy
if I
wouldn't let
did
that.
do that, if I did do that, you would know what the fuck I was on. Period. So I mean, it is what it is. I'm just saying, if I do that, you know I'm on that shit.
Well,
Now, come on.
okay then.
Be- it ain't. I know I ain't shit. So
Wow. I try to be shit. I try to be shit, y'all. I do. I promise God I do. I try to be shit. I try to be shit.
I don't. I don't. It's hard.
It's hard, but I try. I try to be shit.
I ain't. But that's why I wouldn't put myself in that position. That's why I just wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
I just wouldn't do it because I know better. No. No. Mm-mm. No. I don't think I've ever invited a man in my home that I didn't
Shonda,
do
will
something
you
with. Like,
stop saying stuff like that? Stop
I mean,
it.
I'm just saying, why people got to be fake acting?
Why
Right.
you gotta tell everybody that you out there like that?
I'm not right now.
But that friend.
Look, if I invite your man over for a movie without you,
Big, you in trouble?
No, I'm good.
Okay. I had to make sure.
and y'all know I ain't lying.
Shonda, stop it.
Can Chris come see a movie?
At your house?
Yeah.
Hell, fuck no. No,
That's your friend.
I don't give a damn. No, He can't see no movie, no DVD. He can't watch no Lifetime. He cannot take his ass nowhere over there. Mm-mm. But that's not true, friend, because I sent Chris to take you to the airport. I trust you. I don't think you would do that to me.
Well, yeah, but I mean, that's not in our each other's personal space.
Pamela, we love you too, though. This is uncut.
Yeah, but I trust you, Shonda. Maybe I'll regret. Maybe they'll say I'm regretting that. But
no, but I'm saying like that's if I take it upon myself to invite your man to my house, that's not cool.
I wish Chris would bring his motherfucking ass to your house without me. I wish Chris would he better take all his shit with him. And I don't care if it's you. And Shonda, I love you like a fat girl loves cake. I love you. I love you like how I love banana twins. But I'd be damned if Chris said he was taking his ass to your house. I would tell him, you better call her and tell her to come help you get your shit.
I love banana twins.
And it's no give backs.
I miss banana twins so bad.
It's no give backs. Once you got his ass, you better keep his ass over there because you're not giving him back.
God knows I wish I had a banana twin right now.
Lord, you don't need no damn banana twin.
I sure don't.
Golly. Oh my God. Ooh, I'm so glad we did this on Biggs' channel. Y'all been got demonetized.
Oh, this been long. This been demonetized a long time ago.
Biggs Uncut. Listen, y'all better go over here. Listen, if y'all ain't subscribed to Biggs' channel yet, what is y'all doing? Biggs said he want to do uncut on his channel. That's what he wants.
Listen, I got something in store for y'all. Look, I'm finna do it. Right now, listen, my wife's still getting better, and I'm trying to stay out the doghouse and trying to, I'm trying to, do good and stuff like that. So, but listen, I got something in store for y'all, man. I've been working because I'm gonna do this thing for real. Like, man, I appreciate you guys. I hear you guys saying like, damn, Biggs, we subscribe, we support, but you ain't putting out no videos. What's going on with you? Listen, man, I owe you guys so big. I ain't been on my shit. I haven't been treating y'all right, and you know what? I don't want y'all to leave me, so I'm finna make it up to y'all big time. We finna have some fun. Pamela said, I eat them all the time, Biggs. Wait, Pamela, where you get banana twins from? Because I can't find them anymore.
Oh, they still exist.
Really?
My daughter just got some last night. My daughter just bought some last night at Meijer.
They got them at Walmart.
Banana twins? Shit, what? That's a damn.
My daughter just got them at Meijer last night.
That's why I say I'm a cheap fat boy, because I'm definitely gonna go on Amazon and get some banana twins.
What'd you say, Miss Ronnie?
I said, what are banana twins?
Oh God!
Absolutely.
Oh my goodness!
Listen, Ronnie, you think I was talking? Look, John would think I was talking dirty to you if I described him, so I'm not gonna describe him. I'll let you describe him. I don't know how to describe a banana twin without being sensual. They are decadent.
We went in another room. What is it?
So
it's like a little. Go ahead.
So banana twins are like twins, each the same, and they're like a luscious, soft, moist.
Oh my God!
Banana flavored cake with a satiny, smooth cream filling laid just so ever nicely snuggled in between the two cakes. And then sometimes if you smash them together, the cream oozes and flows outside. And then when you eat it, you gotta lick up one side and lick down the other side because you can't waste that cream filling.
That's nasty.
They're amazing. They're amazing.
I don't like banana like that. I don't even like banana pudding, so I wouldn't eat those.
Oh, I don't like banana like that either. I don't like banana like that either, but I love a banana twin.
Oh God, I cannot.
Listen, they are so good. I swear they are so good.
Yeah, and it ain't hardly nothing in that box, so you be done ate the whole box before you get home.
It ain't but what 4 or 5 of them in the box because there's 2 in a pack.
And they real skinny. They about this wide.
They really are. I swear, every time I eat a pack, I swear I'm just gonna eat one and save the other one for later. It don't ever happen. It never.
That's impossible.
It's impossible.
Mm-mm.
They're just that good.
Y'all
Nah.
not all that because I can't do bananas. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't even like cream filling, but banana twins, I'm with it. I'm with it. I'm with it.
Oh,
No, I don't like. No, I don't stuff with stuff inside. That's nasty. But banana twins are good.
oh, okay.
All right.
Who
Is it
I'll
Tammy?
take
Tammy?
your
What?
word. I'll take your
Tammy
word
said, "Is
for
this
it.
food or a toy?" They're both. Tammy, you can play with it if you want, but it's food.
Oh God.
Big men sound like a toy.
Oh, I played. I mean, you can play with them.
Oh God.
What did I
That
come
cream,
back to?
that cream is good on anything.
Sexy
Lord.
BBW says you better stop for your knees get broke.
Look, look, my knees ain't. Look, my knees messed up already. I need some new knees. They're bomb, Pamela. They are. They're so good. Want to get it?
They are.
Can I kick it? Say what is happening?
Oh, Lord.
Can I kick it? I said you can. You can kick it. You kick it. Can I
No,
kick it?
this time we're actually talking about a snack cake. When
It
we
is a
talk
snack
about donuts on my channel, we talk about dildos.
Oh, I forgot about that.
On
Yeah, no.
Biggs' channel, keep that for real. He really talking about cake.
Listen, I'm sorry. I'm a fat kid. I'm really talking about a cake. I'm not thinking about it.
Oh God.
Look, every woman in the world that might have thought they liked me just was like, "Oh hell no, that nigga ain't about shit." Yeah, no, I'm really talking about a snack cake. It's a real snack cake. It's really a snack cake. Yeah, it's.
Oh God.
Well, I forgot all about that on y'all channel. That's what y'all do.
I did too. She was like, "Is this food or a toy?" I'm like, "What?"
On my channel, I call it donuts. Cause listen, we can't say those words on my channel.
Yeah.
But Biz is not monetized, so it's uncut till he get to monetization.
Yeah. Until I get monetized, and then, shit. I'm
He's
finna
probably
find.
still gonna be uncut because he ignorant.
I'm stupid. I gotta be me.
Lord.
I believe in being free. That probably will get me in trouble.
Oh God.
I gotta get a job. I'm finna get a job anyway. Go to work.
Mm-mm. It's terrible.
It is terrible. It's all good, but
No.
listen.
And Joy always putting out disclaimers on me. I don't know why.
Because
Why?
I
Exactly.
need people to know. I had to put a disclaimer on you, Shonda. I had to. Because, I be getting emails. People be sending me emails. Now, why would Shonda say that? I said, listen, Shonda is a grown-ass woman. She say what she want to say. I just want to let them know. Because what ends up happening is, you remember last time what happened? where somebody would say something, and then they'll be like, "Oh, because that person say something, then that's how I feel." So
Mhm.
I just, yeah, Sean, I'll tell you later, Biggs.
Oh, that's how
Yeah.
you feel. See,
So I
that's
just
the
have to
thing.
say, listen, these thoughts are individual thoughts. These are Shonda's shit now.
But you
Don't
know what?
bother me about
Typically,
what she thinks. Now that's her
just
opinion. And
my
and just
experience.
be, and I'm sorry, Chad. I'm not gonna not let somebody be on my platform just because they have a different perspective than me. And just because their perspective is their perspective, don't mean it's my perspective or Biggs's perspective. I mean, we're damn near twins and we don't think nothing alike.
So opposite, so complete opposite. But the thing in my experience is that no matter how much you put a disclaimer out there to people like that, they're gonna think what they want to think anyway because there's something wrong with them. They want to misrepresent you. They want to think what they want to think about you. So it don't make a difference because you've
And guess what?
grown.
On top of that, they should already know I don't give a damn. So you don't need to send her no message about nothing because I don't care.
Like that's what I say. Don't ask them. Talk to me. Come to the horse. Come to the horse. The source. Talk to me. Ask me. I'll tell you exactly what I feel, how I think, and everything else. I think that's crazy.
You know, people be extra. Like somebody said in the comments, they be pressed for no reason. Pressed.
Press. I
Yes,
like
very pressed.
And Shonda is in a loving, beautiful, wonderful relationship. She is not a cheater.
it. This time.
That's right.
And so am I.
See? Yeah, see, I'm not in the streets right now. I'm just telling you what's real.
Shonda, will you stop? See, every time I clean it up.
What? I'm just saying I'm not in the streets.
But you said right now.
I make a conscious decision to not be that way.
Hey, Peaches. A conscious decision.
Period.
Okay.
But I think to me, everybody has to make a conscious decision. It's a constant conscious decision to do or not do everything.
It is. Listen, I get in my feelings sometimes. Like that's what I mean. Anytime that I ever, well, never mind.
Big, big.
I know. No, I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna
Uh,
go there. I get in my feelings sometimes, and
big.
like
Okay, so listen. So listen. Did you hear about Danny Lee?
Danny
Well,
Lee.
something about he made a yellow bone song, but she's a white girl or something.
Oh,
Somebody
no,
said.
about yellow bones.
So, Biggs, didn't you say something? I remember you was talking to me the other day, and you said something about there was something like with light skin versus dark skin. Weren't you talking about something about that?
Oh, because La Negra, what's her name? Um,
Amara La Negra.
Negra was saying about there's a diaspora between Black Latinas or Afro Latinas and European or white or light skinned Latinos, and the difference between how they treat each other and how people perceive them and treat them, and even us, because I mean there used to be a disparity between how darker skinned Black people treated light skinned people, and
It's still
and
that
vice
same
versa.
It
way.
It
still
still
is.
is.
It
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 still
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 is.
is.
is. I don't. I want to say you don't really see it in Jamaican culture and our culture as much because we have all kinds of. I mean, you do kind of see it as in you see there's a lot of people that bleach their skin um,
Mm-hmm.
in our culture. Like they use lye and other stuff to bleach their skin, but I
But
think that's more because of
I gotta go.
outside influences. I don't think that's necessarily inside influences, but yeah. So I think she was saying she in her song she was like a yellow bone, but I think because she's like they say, black people say high yellow, or she's very fair skinned, but somebody said she's not black. I don't know.
Well, I was reading when Joy mentioned it earlier on her channel. I went to read it, what it was concerning. And I guess if she's not black or don't consider herself black, and then what's her name? Uh, what's the light
Oh,
skinned lady? She defended her, and then took her. She recanted her statement. Um,
yeah,
for defending her. And then the girl tried to apologize, and everybody was still on her, basically telling her that your apology is whack and you shouldn't have done that. But I didn't watch it or see it, or, I don't know. I didn't listen. So
yeah. I
I
didn't
don't,
see
I
all
never
of
heard
it.
the
I
song.
only saw part of it, but I mean, I think that I just know it's an issue, but I don't know. I guess I don't know. I can't really speak on that because there's a difference between I know that what typically happens in black culture and what we do, amongst ourselves sometimes we don't treat each other, the best way. I know um, I've dated a lot of Hispanic and Dominican, Puerto Rican women and their families and they call me Prieto or or Negra, Lo Negro or something like that. Even I dated a woman that called me Prieto, like, and that's like talking about someone who's dark skinned or black in an affectionate way, but it's a lot of people take it very offensively. It can be very offensive. Or I've had people argue with me about their man was lighter skinned than me because I'm a dark skinned individual. Even in my own you know I don't know. I've just something that I think Joy and I both, because we are dark skinned, we've had a lot of people talk about our skin color in a negative connotation. And I don't know. I guess I just see it differently.
Mm,
And I don't know exactly. But Miss Tam says that Danny Lee is Dominican. I didn't know she was Dominican. I didn't know she was Hispanic.
yeah. And she considers herself, what'd she say? I'm light skinned, red bone. I'm a yellow bone. I'm bony. I think that it's basically talking about because I guess because of songs like brown skin and other skin tones, she
Hmm.
felt like that was okay to do, I guess.
Hmm. I think I think I don't I so I think that right now we're in such a cancel culture. So I think right now because of everything that right I mean to be honest, what's going on, Jasmine? Um, damn, I'm trying to pick my even though this is uncut, I'm still trying to choose my words carefully. So right now, I think with everything that's going on, you got Black Lives Matter, you got racial injustice, you've got civil unrest, like you got people that are politically, going back and forth and with each so much turmoil in our society. Period. Right now, I think that this is just really it's more of a cancel culture, as in you have to be careful every little thing you say or do in social media, especially if you have any type of a clout attached to your name, because people are looking for any little thing to cancel you or to gang up on you. Can I say what she said was right? I don't know if it's right or wrong, but it probably wasn't tactful or it wasn't, it was maybe distasteful. But I think people talk like that in songs all the time. I mean, there's a
Mm.
song. One of my favorite songs is Brown Eyed Girl or Gal. Like we talk about it in songs all the time. Does that make it right? No, not necessarily. But I don't think that she deserved the backlash that she received because of it. She is a light skinned, as people would say, yellow bone woman. Now, typically,
Mm.
that's more. I think black people use that term that are in my experience, and to me, that's an old fashioned thing to say. yellow bone or high yellow and stuff like that.
That the terms are as it relates to African Americans. She's not
Yeah,
African.
she's not African American. See, I didn't know that. I didn't know she was Dominican.
Well,
But
it
a
said that
lot
her nationality is American, so that must mean that her parents are Dominican and she was born here.
oh, well, I guess
Where's the nurse and the nerd when you need her? See, I need her
Girl.
ass.
yeah, I
Yeah, it
haven't
says
seen.
she was born in Miami.
Well, I mean that's the same thing, Dominican.
You
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I'm sorry, Frank. No, you know what? Damn it, never mind. It's uncut. It's true. Shit, I live in Miami. I know Miami. Shit, Miami. Look. Don't tell me they got a place called Little Havana, Little Cuba,
yeah,
all
she
of them.
has both her parents are
Hialeah.
Dominican.
So both her parents are Dominican. But then the thing
Yeah.
is, like, if you, I remember a day if you were Hispanic, you might as well say you were black. You're black and brown.
No,
Am I
Spanish people
wrong?
do not claim black people.
That's not true. That's not true. That's not true about all Spanish people. I know that I've been around plenty of Spanish people that, like Ruben. Ruben doesn't see color when it comes to he and I. I mean, I think Ruben might punch you in the face if you said he wasn't anything with what he is. So I don't think.
Oh well, somebody said her parents look white. I'm looking at them right now. Her parents do both look real Caucasian. She must be gonna go get her a tan or something, honey.
But I know. Listen, I know. I have friends that are Puerto Rican that are red haired and blue eyed.
Listen, this is like catch me outside, girl, doing a song talking about light skin. I mean, come on, what are we even talking about? That girl ain't black. She shouldn't be doing no song about no light skin, dark skin. Period.
No. Like, I guess I didn't see. I don't know. I can't call it because, I understand. Like Shaboogie says, I understand that it's triggering black women, and that can be perceived as a jug at black women because they do that, and it's a thing in rap, and I don't think it's as much these days because I see a lot of dark skinned women in rap in these videos and things like that. But I remember back in the day when you rarely saw a dark skinned woman in a video or modeling or things like that. It was rare to see a dark skinned woman. Like typically all you saw were light skinned and fair skinned women.
I can't. I guess I just can't understand that in 2021 we're still talking about this.
Shades, exactly. Like
why,
I don't understand.
Why does it matter the hue of your skin color? What does the hue really matter in a grand scheme of things? In 2021, is that going to get you anywhere? Does it really matter? Why are we still making this a thing? I just don't get it.
I mean I get it in a certain stance, like in a certain way. I get it in a sense that there's still a lot of racism in the world, but I don't get why we have so much of it in our own community.
That's it. Yeah, outside of our community, yeah, but inside of our community is
I don't
such
understand it.
stigma, and
But that's the same thing.
I can't understand.
Ronnie, it's the same thing with skinny fat people and fat people.
Well, yeah, definitely. Why is that a thing? What
I don't know.
does it make a difference if you're 100 pounds overweight or you're 50 pounds overweight? You're still overweight. What does it matter
well,
if
I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you. I will tell you.
I'm still considered black.
I feel like I'm fat. So when a skinny fat person or a skinny person that's just a little bad bodied say they fat, it pisses me off. Bitch, you ain't got my problems. You ain't got to worry about sitting in no seat. You ain't got to worry about walking your life away, getting tired when you walk. You ain't got to worry about talking and breathing and stuff and walking at the same time. I'm fat. I'm big in here.
I
Skinny
got
fat,
you on that one.
you get on my nerves. People get on my nerves with that.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so fat. Bitch, you 150 pounds. If you don't shut the fuck up
Yeah.
and eat something, that's just how I feel about it. That's my
But
2 cents.
I don't think that we can debate with other people what their experience is.
I
So
understand.
what if they're experiencing life as a flat overweight person because their culture is different. Like there are some white women, let's just say like there's some white women that I know who tell me all the time, Joy, I really wish that I had a family that was accepting as you. Because see, like what is allowed and permissive in certain cultures may not be permissive in other cultures. So maybe she's
It's
only 100 pounds overweight or only 50 pounds overweight, but that 50 pounds is equivalent to the fact that she's being treated the way we are.
that's absolutely valid. I'm not saying I'm right or wrong. I'm saying that's how I feel. That's kind of
Okay.
why I feel. But you're absolutely right because maybe those 50 extra pounds is really overweight for her. You have a small frame, and like me, shit, I'm over 300. If I get below 300 pounds, look, my ideal weight 250. If I get 250, I feel like I'm sexy as fuck. You can't touch me. You can't. I'm cute now, but 250. Woo! I'm gonna be a bad chocolate mama dumb. That's just how I feel. That's just how I feel. Now, 250 for somebody else, they probably still be, sir, you're obese. But hey, to each his own. To each his own. But
It's all relative.
exactly, it's all relative. It really is. It's all absolutely all relative. But excuse me. I'm sorry, I'm yawning on you guys. So. It's all relative. But well, anything else on the topic? On anyone else want to join in quickly, or while we wrap up? Everyone's
Great
clear.
show, man. Great show, man.
Clear mind, clear conscience.
Excellent show.
Great
Yeah.
show. I mean, we got John to come on, man. We had a bunch of men on. We had women on. Great show. This was really a good show. Like
Yeah,
I feel
man. John, I appreciate it, man. I don't know. I know why I called you Mark, but John, I appreciate it. Man.
because it was in the Bible. It was in the Bible.
Okay. I don't know why I said Mark. You favor a good friend of mine named Mark. He was a cop, and he's a redhead, and he's a real good buddy of mine. So I don't know. Maybe I just saw it and said Mark, but I watch your show and know you. Sorry.
That's
Man,
no
you gotta come
problem.
on more often, man. Like I need.
That's no problem, brother. I got an ex-wife. She called me worse things than Mark.
Look, I can imagine. Well, John, man, you gotta come on more often, man.
Yeah, man.
Support.
John is welcome to the show anytime, Ronnie.
Yeah, man.
I
Absolutely.
will. If Ronnie lets me.
Yes, that's.
I just let
If
y'all know.
Mrs. Ronnie allows it.
It would have to be on the Uncut show because y'all got some stuff to do.
She likes to keep me in a woodshed.
Oh God.
I understand. Well,
Shonda, when you gonna let Father Jonathan come on?
wow. Well, you're more than welcome. You guys are welcome on my show any day.
He always trying to be slick and be on here anyway.
I've never seen him.
He be in the background looking at little pictures and stuff.
He do be walking back and forth right here in this hallway. Be like, "Oh, I'm gonna give you a kiss goodnight," and then all of a sudden he'll just be right there and he go back. He full of shit. No, John just want to be nosy to see who I'm talking to, and then after that, that's it. He don't say nothing. He wouldn't say nothing. He'd just be looking at you.
He'll get involved. We gotta have him on the show one day, man.
Girl, John is a baby.
Well, I'm so glad that we had more than one perspective. This was a great show, man. I had a good time, man. Biggs,
Yes.
close out the show, man.
Well, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys showing up for me as always. Listen, we are going pretty soon. I'm going to be looking to do some things that I've been talking about doing for a long time. I'm always getting hit with something, but I'm going to stop making excuses and just make choices and show up like I'm supposed to for you guys. So, but I really appreciate you guys always. I know I joke around and talk shit, but I really do appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for coming. Especially that you showed Joy some love, and then you came and showed your boy Big some love. You guys are always welcome here. I plan on keeping this going, man. Next Thursday, I might change the date. Maybe it's like on a Friday. So if you guys are in Friday, we do it on a Friday. So I don't know. I got to talk to Joy or something to see. I don't want to step on her toes or anything.
Well, I like to do it on Thursdays because I'm off for the next 3 days, so it makes it. You know what I'm saying?
But you're off on Saturdays too, right?
Yeah, but I work Sunday mornings, and Saturdays is my filming day.
Well, maybe so. We'll figure it out. Because
Saturdays is my filming day. I can't do it on Saturdays.
Well, no, I wouldn't do it on Saturday, but I would do it on Friday because nobody works on. Well, not a lot of people. Most people have Saturday off, and it'll be easier because then Honey has Saturdays off, and so I can be late and not have to worry about anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I get you.
All right, but anyway, guys, man, I appreciate you guys. Thanks for showing up for your boy. Thanks for rocking out with me the long way. And I love you guys. If
Chris been over here watching Republicans, you know what he does.
I've been listening. It's been a good show, man. Real good show.
I don't want to hear that shit. You didn't even talk about nothing.
I heard a lot of stuff.
What you heard?
I heard all the conversations.
Oh, baby, you ain't hear nothing.
I heard everything.
You need a haircut.
Well, I'll get a haircut.
I need a haircut too. All right, well, I love you guys, man. I appreciate it. Until next time, look out. Should hit you guys up with some videos before next time, and then we can talk about that. Yo, hit me up on IG. Look out for the suggestion box. You guys got to start giving us some suggestions on what we should talk about or what you want to hear. And I do expect that if you give a suggestion, I want to see some of everybody coming on. I love you guys. Ronnie, you always faithful. Ro, you're always faithful. You come on and hang out, and I appreciate it. So some of you other guys I want to see. Can I kick it? Mariah, I didn't see Mariah tonight, but
she was on earlier.
She was on earlier, and Jasmine was on. So man, all you guys, man, I love you guys. Lady T, Miss Pig, I know she was on. Miss Tam could come on, but all you guys come hang out with this show. Show yourselves. Come join in the conversation, and you guys have a good night. I'm gonna be out.
All right, man. Peace.
Bye, y'all.
Have a good night, everybody. Appreciate you.
Good night.
Good night.